Hello, everybody. This is Brown. Hope you're doing very well. Today's date, Wednesday, 11th of June, in the year of our Lord, 2025. I hope you're all doing very well. Should we get the guests out? Yes, let's do this. Okay, first up, from a Death Star, blah, blah, blah. It is Star Wars Retold.
Oh, yes. Hello, Brown. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Yes.
This fine Wednesday evening.
Big dog's cock. Yes.
Oh, well, if that's your kind of thing, Brown, then I won't criticize.
How are you?
I don't care. I'd have to say that I do miss laying into the shite that Disney puts out every week. What happened to Star Wars, Brown? What happened to it? It's vanished. We don't do that anymore. I miss it. I miss laying into their crap.
And I don't think there's anything on the horizon, too.
No, not until next year, goddamn.
And on that bombshell, shall we get the next?
Oh, please do. Do it. Do it now.
Do it. Okay. What do I do? Okay. It's all polar bear smoking a cigar man himself, Istaphobas.
Hey, it's Istaphobas. Yeah, I changed my icon there. Sorry. Hey, chat. How's everyone doing tonight?
You all right?
Yeah. I'm
Sure.
Surprisingly good. Yes.
And on that bombshell, shall we get the next person out?
Yes,
you ready,
please.
son? Yes, shall we?
Yes.
It
I'm
wasn't-
working.
It wasn't a trick question, you know. Okay. I'll give you a clue, everybody. Tough. It's a tough clue. It's shit. Anybody?
I have no idea who you're referring
That's
to.
a tricky one, isn't it? Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay. Again, I know that was a tough one. No, it's not shooty. Not this week. Hopefully, it won't be shooty for all. No. How dare you? Oh, did you see Greta? Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Did you know the IDF gave her a sandwich?
Apparently, they'd eaten most of the aid they were taking.
Well, shouldn't she be the one making sandwiches?
I will say she's been rumbled, everybody. Her time has come. What was I doing? I was getting a guest on. Okay, clue. It's shit. Ow. Hello, Ed.
Hello.
Hello. You're right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
He's not eating
right.
anything. What's going on?
I know. I
Times are
have
tough.
to lose this weight. I have to lose weight. Yeah, the way it goes.
Do you
when
put
get
weight on
old.
because you're always eating on these streams I'm doing?
No, I haven't put weight on. It's just, when your stomach has got all that air in it and your stomach
What?
swells up. What's that
So-
called again?
Indigestion, bloating.
Bloating. That shit.
Bloating.
Yeah.
I thought it was called, maybe stop mouthing the Symbian there, but that's just me.
Okay.
IBS, that's what it is.
Irritable Brown syndrome.
Yeah. That's what it is.
It's a new condition. Irritable Brown syndrome.
Doesn't that happen twice a week?
Yeah, that
On
happens
Sunday and
ironically.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Maybe I should change the name of the stream to IBS. What do you
It's
reckon?
really crazy when you get older.
Yeah, it's too
Irritable
late.
Brown stream.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the branding now.
There isn't any branding. Anyway, Ian, it's great to have you on, mate.
It's good to be on.
There is another.
There is.
There is, yeah. Shall we get him on?
Yeah.
Shall we? What do you reckon?
Yes, please.
Or shall we keep him waiting?
Where's
He went
Max?
into do you know he went into retirement, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, what?
He did.
Didn't last long.
I feel like he's those wankers leaving. I'm leaving Twitter.
Yeah, he's always making a next to be moving out of he'll be moving out of Scotland next.
Yeah, so he's pulling a Mark Hamill, or is he pulling a Ruffalo, or pulling a?
See, Amelia Straighten. Here we go. Look, hello, Sir Melvin of Deeply. Yes. All right.
Hello. Okay, so you assassinate my character. I'll tell you why I quit. It's because you keep on springing shooty on us.
No shooting this week, thanks. Book.
Yeah, you'll replace it with something equally as bad. We're probably going to get Greta and Trump and fuck knows what else shitty stuff. Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
Hello, Sir Melvin.
IBS stands for Internet Bollocks Stuff.
Yeah, I knew it.
That's
Yeah, but internet's true though, so it can't be bollocks.
But the bollocks on the internet isn't true. That's why they call it bollocks.
It is. Okay. You're right then, Melvin, yes? Yes.
I am wonderful, Brun. I am shocking. We had really nice weather today, and I was doing real stuff, which is always good, as opposed to doing stuff in my head and waking up the next day and realize I hadn't done anything. I just imagined it.
Yes, it was quite pleasant in the UK.
Imaginary stuff doesn't pay off.
For once. But anyway, okay. Chat, we can see you. Good evening. I hope you're all doing very, very well this evening. That's it. Good night, everybody. Take care.
It's been interesting.
It is.
Okay, I just want to say how disappointed I am with the panel. When Brown says, should I bring out the next guest? The answer is, as long as it's somebody good.
Well, we saved the good one till last, did we not?
You did, and you did well there, because that last guest was, chef's kiss.
Was shockingly chef's kiss, yes.
Le chef's kiss.
So, what's the plan of attack, gents?
Talk about good things.
Put on your mask, go get your bricks, load up a Molotov cocktail. That's what it is over here.
Fuck that stupid shit. Leave it to them. Let them burn it.
They're getting paid to do that.
What
are
we talking about?
Yeah,
it's
we
the
don't care.
follow the money stuff. But we talk about happy things on here, right? We don't do politics.
We talk about good things.
They're on good money as well.
We do.
Is that a good thing?
We talk about Rachel Zegler's Broadway play declaring bankruptcy.
Really?
Oh yeah.
There you go. Rust in peace. Wrenched. Hello, Rust. Latest super.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Oh yeah, the Broadway show Evita was an absolute flop, and they're filing for bankruptcy.
She's destroyed her. She's just destroyed. She had everything on her plate, and she destroyed it.
Well, she didn't do herself any favors, that's for sure.
She thought she was the next Don Johnson.
Instead, she was the next Don Knotts.
Wrenched. UK will have its own soon enough. They will.
Yep, we don't care. Let them burn that as well. Let's talk about boobs.
Okay, so
if we're gonna do
Superman, we could free riff it for a while, but I feel we're struggling already. Fuck. 10 minutes in, 9 minutes. God, wishful thinking. 9 minutes in, we're struggling already.
There we go. It's Istaphobas. He's got boobs now.
He said boobs.
Okay, very nice. Swappers,
Yep,
do you like boobs?
Generally, when they're on women.
I'd love to take credit.
It's more than half the battle, eh? More than half the battle, whether they're on a woman or not.
Yeah, but swappers.
It does help.
What is a woman?
I know what it is.
One of those, I think.
I know what it is, and it's been proven in law.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Biological female.
Isn't everybody over there like challenging that though? They're trying to.
I don't think everybody.
Well,
Only the
yeah.
idiots,
yeah.
the sane people, just knew what a woman was anyway.
Normal people.
Yeah, normal people. Yeah.
What is normal? There's a question.
Ian,
That's-
what's normal? Do you know?
Normal is when we were in the 80s and the 90s.
Well,
I
we had
think.
4 channels. Yes.
What about
Yeah, that's normal.
common
The-
people?
Mm.
Common people's in the chat. What's common people? What is that little thing? Is that? It's
Oh, I
not
thought-
a potato head. It's something.
Common people,
like-
are you not out rioting tonight? Sorry, I couldn't resist it.
It
Yeah,
looks like
common people.
There you go. Look,
What's wrong with you, common?
timing. Come on, people. Ranch.
Are you not a patriot? If, you know,
Few-
how patriotic are you if you won't even go and burn your country down?
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
You know that word that
You think you know somebody?
until they start burning the neighborhood down. Yeah, I know it's terrible. What could be rots? Can we think of another word to it? You know, like
for what?
coof
oh,
replaced COVID.
Peaceful military themed dancing.
No, it doesn't trip off the tongue, does it?
Social arson.
That's better.
Riotis.
Swappers, come on, you're good with stuff like this.
No, I'm not.
Really intelligent
Ooh.
online.
You're trying to
About-
think of an acronym for revenge, the Revenge of the Sith titles. Is that what
Really?
you're trying to
Yeah, really
Really
intelligent.
Kerfuffle.
Really intelligent.
Yeah, there's no.
Just
Ordinary-
having a kerfuffle.
Top.
Oh, sorry, I'm a little slow to get there today. Real idiots on radar. No, real idiots on.
Radar.
Real intelligent, ordinary twats.
Yeah, you're not getting any super chats tonight, bro.
No, it's not going to do it, is it?
This is going shit.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I heard today on the news that somewhere near you, Brown, I think Bradford has had a few
Oh. I'm staying out of this.
altercations happening around there.
how about ruddiots? Ruddy idiots
Yeah.
on.
You know these altercation
Tanqueray.
things?
Yes.
When you
Wait,
see them
Red
online.
Indians on the stagecoach.
That's better. You know when you see these altercations online, swappers, you never know if they were like yesterday or like 2 years ago.
Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, I only heard like in a news report coming from somewhere. I can't remember where I heard it.
Yeah.
So I didn't see it online. But again, you can't tell if it's just sensationalism. It might have been a couple of people arguing in their garden. You know,
Might have been
and-
2 years ago or 3
Yeah.
years ago.
But I mean, that's the mainstream media for you. You don't know what's going on.
Maybe for the sake of truth and verification, that if you go out causing a kerfuffle, perhaps take the daily paper with you so you can like timestamp it on a video, if you know what I mean.
Or use it as a weapon.
The first thing that came to my mind was peace dance. They were peace dancing. They were peacefully dancing with
I see.
peace. And
I've done a peace dance before, usually when I'm waiting for a long time for the toilet.
So here you go, punch my face, wrench. Oh, punch. It did look mostly peaceful. Yes,
Right, we're going to talk about something else. Go on, this is shit. I don't care. They can burn it down. They
it
can-
is.
Don't want
It
bog.
is.
don't want
Bogged.
it. They can burn it all.
It is gonna. Okay.
it's only LA. I mean, we don't need it anyway.
Do you want me to?
We can throw some potatoes on it.
Do you want me to
That'll
get
be
some
nice.
graphics up then? There's
Yes,
a presentation. There
Is
is
it
a present. I've told you no, not this week.
Is it Don Johnson?
What is
No.
it with you and Don Johnson?
He likes his daughter.
It
Don't you?
just come to my head, the Don Johnson thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you like
So-
Dakota? What's her name?
She's okay. She's okay when she takes her clothes off, I suppose.
So I actually met him a few times when I lived in San Francisco. He is maybe 5'3" tops. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
kidding.
was gonna say,
Really?
It looks
Tom
really
Cruise.
small.
Tom Cruise towers above him. and he is a no. I don't know, not allegedly, because I interacted with him. He is an asshole.
TPPT. Does she? Wow.
TPPT.
Although, yes, Miami Vice does rock.
Yeah, I even like Nash Bridges, man. I
Yeah,
like
Nash.
his
Yeah,
stuff,
that was all right. That.
but he's a real jerk. I mean, he has to be the center of attention, and he's very irritable and rude to the servers.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he probably gets his food spat on a lot then. Bob Smith 9866 asks, doesn't Don have a huge wang? It's Istaphobas. You can tell us this.
Well,
Did you check?
I don't have to. He was in a magazine where he showed it looked average to me, but I will tell you this: when you see him in person, his face makes Tommy Lee Jones look like the Maybelline lady.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Like he could hold he could hold 3 days of rain in his face, man. I'm not kidding. Yeah, yeah. And man, this was 20 years ago, and he already looked like 70, very wrinkly, rough. I'm not kidding, man.
Here you go, Manuel Grell. Hello, mate. Wrenched. I have the complete Miami Vice DVD sets. I think I got to the end of season 1 on watching it again, and then I never bothered. I may need to start revisiting.
I think it was all that cocaine and alcohol.
Used to watch it on TV in its original run sometime, but never thought it was very good. I thought these two posers. Look at these two posers. That's what they do.
Perhaps, yeah. Perhaps. Okay. I've got we've got a few little leftovers from Sunday. Do you want to do those? And then I've done a few new ones for tonight.
Only if they're good.
I think so. I think so. Ian, you're still alive?
Yeah.
I'm just doing what Melvin said.
Yeah. Okay. This is going very well.
Only if it's good. There we go.
This is going very well.
Chat, you're not allowed to talk unless you're saying something good.
Let's. Okay. 67.
Brown, I've seen this thumbnail like 1,000 times. TBA. Have you not got a new thumbnail?
It's got a different colour on it. It's got
I was supposed to make a conversation out of this.
Please like, share, subscribe. Okay, right. I'm probably gonna boomer here. Something's a foot. Yeah,
on Johnson's wang.
Okay. The hashtag the Acolyte cinematographer Chris Teague says, this is where we need price. Showrunner Leslie Headland approached the series with one guiding principle. What would George do?
And let's do the opposite.
That's fucking bollocks. Yeah, that's bollocks.
It's a bit of a cop out, isn't it?
No, that's freaking bollocks. Because she even said in her interviews that it was time for somebody other than George to take charge of Star Wars. And that somebody was her.
And then do the opposite.
She has made public statements to the effect that she wanted to move past George. This reminds me of all the websites crashing because so many people wanted to buy Fantastic Four tickets. Yeah, press X to doubt.
Ian, what do you think?
It's bollocks, isn't it? Of course she didn't say that. It's obvious she didn't say that. So culture, was it Crave? They can go and they can just fuck off, can't they? Because this isn't true. So yeah.
I like this this new mega geek who just doesn't take shit now, do you?
Well, I'm just getting a bit tired of.
You've had enough, haven't you?
Well, I look right all through my life, especially when I'm a lot older. All I do is seek the truth now. You know, if something smells, then I just don't go anywhere near it anymore. That includes everything from pop culture to people. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got time. I haven't got time to do any of this stuff.
That's
you know?
that's everything really.
Yeah.
What we've got coming up though, we've got things coming up.
Yeah.
We've got what do you call it? Black Girl Magic coming up. What's her name? Riri Williams.
Riri Williams, yeah.
Oh my!
That's soon.
Yeah.
That
Did
made
you see
me good.
Did you see the new trailer? They obviously heard everything everyone was saying about the first one and did the exact opposite for the second trailer. No more robbing or lying and stealing, and now she's Riri, good citizen, trying to help people.
Garbage.
The thing is, though,
very peacefully helping.
The thing is, though, people like us, we should really. This is a fight that we have to win. If we let these people carve out what life is going to be like in the future, it's going to be a horrible future. Do you know what I mean? So we have to fight against this stuff. Obviously, I'm not fighting against this stuff like, say, for instance, Gary Beaker or the Drinker, but I'm doing my part, and we're all doing our part, aren't we? Because this is all crap. They want people to believe this nonsense, and gullible people do believe it. But we have to remind everybody this is absolute rubbish.
Yeah. On the other hand, I'm old. I don't worry about it. I won't be around to see it. So good luck to you guys.
Swapper's got an opinion on this.
Well, yeah, I mean, she said, I'm sure this is true. I'm sure she did say, what would George Lucas do? I have no doubt about that whatsoever. I mean, she's a professional after all, but I think she did that, and then she went away and did the complete opposite.
Yeah,
it wasn't good, was it?
It was absolute shambles.
3 episodes where we thought, okay, this is not as bad as we thought it was going to be. Then it just went off a cliff, didn't it?
Okay, let me ask Swappers. She's a professional what exactly?
Professional squarehead.
Where's Price when you need him?
Narcissism.
Professional
squarehead.
Yeah,
I think when Price met Leslie, she was working the bar, and he never got around to asking her rates, so she moved on to the next customer.
Hello, Robert. It was a bag of sweaty bollocks. It was.
Was it that good?
It was rubbish.
The Korean guy. What was his name?
This guy here.
Kim Jong-un.
Oh, him, yeah. That was supposed to be Keanu Reeves play him.
Good luck getting him in this.
But because of scheduling, because of Wick, he couldn't do Acolyte.
Would Keanu Reeves really have said yes?
No way. He would not.
I think he did.
He's very careful about.
The Korean guy from Squid Game. It was supposed to be him. Yeah.
He dodged the bullet.
Titan knows what he's about. Wrench, by the way. Sol Lee Jung, I think. Yeah, it's supposed to be him.
The guy that couldn't speak English.
Who actually acted better than everybody else.
He did.
Let's face it, though. George Lucas doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit about Star Wars anymore. He's just let them have it, hasn't he? And he's got enough money to buy a small island. You know what I mean? I don't think he cares about anything anymore. Yeah. I don't think he cares about anything.
He's bought Chagos Islands, everybody. It was him.
A
bit of politics. Anyway, all right, fuck it.
I'm kind of hoping George Lucas isn't one of those people that owns an island, if you know what I mean.
Okay,
yeah.
So who saw this then? And be careful because it's Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill says he hasn't seen Star Wars. I'm just going to say Star Wars since it was released in 1977. I saw it when it came out, and I just don't revisit it.
That surprises me.
Did he really say this, though?
Well, do you believe him? I mean, he could have said it. Do you think
I need to reset my mic, so please, Phil. Thank you.
I'm not sure I believe him.
He said this somehow. Yeah, same here. I don't think he said this. It's bollocks, isn't it? I mean,
I think he might have said it now.
there's no way he would not have seen this film again.
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what
can believe
mean?
he would
Absolutely
say
no
it
way.
now. I don't think he's telling the
Wow.
truth, but now he's saying, now he hates the fans, he hates the property, he's trying to distance himself from it. But when he was, when he used to love the fact that he was Luke Skywalker, he wouldn't have said that in the past.
But he'll take.
But you know what? I know.
£700 off them.
He's gone
I know
TDS crazy.
I know someone that knows him very well. Okay, right. I don't know that person knows him very well, but again, right? Take this with a pinch of salt. He was very, very, very hurt when he says he got conned into going into the Disney Star Wars, because he said the first version of the script that he got, Luke Skywalker was the lead. And as it went on, everything changed, and he found himself locked into a contract on a script that he didn't like. And he actually made it vocal that he didn't like what was going on.
Yeah, until Disney tightened the leash on him.
Yeah. And so, right, this is something that made him, right? And he was heartbroken. So I don't know. Maybe he's so heartbroken that he's become this old man that talks a load of bollocks. Do you know what I mean?
Much like me.
He's clearly bitter, and I believe he'll say it now. But one,
much like me, yes.
I don't think it's true, and two, I don't think he would have used to say it. And now he's getting in a bunch of fights and arguments with the fans, and he has, TDS bad. But I remember when it came out. But you figure, as old as he was, he would have maybe been a little more, how would you say, smart about when he signed the contract. Like, if you change the part this much, I have the option of leaving.
No, well, the thing is, though, when you sign a contract with Disney, at that moment in time, Disney was well respected. So he trusts them. Same thing with George Lucas trusts, what's his name? Whoever he signed the deal with, he trusted the whole system. But, who would have thought that it would have ended up like this? Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean, he basically had the same reaction Lucas did when he made the white slavers comment. He thought they were going to pay him $4 billion and he would still get to make the movies.
Here you go. Fat Arbor wrenched. Then he drank tit piss from a 15-foot puppet while KK danced around her cauldron.
But you can see.
Go on, Swappers. What do you think?
Sorry, go ahead, Swappers. Go on.
I was just going to say I cannot deny that is probably what happened, even if it is metaphorical. I think that's quite accurate. Well done, Lobber.
And he had to go as well, didn't he?
But do you know what, right? You can tell in his book. If you look closely, right, you can tell in his performance in that Disney film that he didn't like what he was doing. You can literally tell it. Look, I don't care what anyone says. If Mark Hamill's listening, man, you were my hero, right? When you were Luke Skywalker. When I was a kid, I loved Luke Skywalker. Star Wars was my jam, right? And I still respect Mark Hamill. Seriously, he may have said a lot of crap, but he's Luke Skywalker. So I can slightly forgive him. Yeah, he's Luke Skywalker, man.
Forget the bastardized Jake.
And all I can say to Mark Hamill is thank you for the enjoyment in those 3 Star Wars movies, because seriously, I really did appreciate it. And I don't know how you feel now, but I still think you're Luke Skywalker. And thank you very much, sir. That's all.
I agree with that 100%. And also at these Disney events, these big Star Wars events, he's been on stage numerous times speaking to the crowd about the character. And he's well versed in the character, the lore, the history of the character, what motivates the character. He knows Luke Skywalker inside out. And you don't necessarily do that by ignoring your own performance. So I know that he probably hate watching himself. I think Brian mentioned that he was never a fan of seeing himself on screen. But to know how the character comes across to the audience, you have to be aware of how it looks on screen. So I'm sure he's watched it a few times. He's just not admitting it.
I'll bet if you go back and look at old videos, you can find a clip of him saying, "So I was watching Star Wars and I noticed blah blah blah."
Mm-hmm.
I bet you could get him publicly admitting that.
Here you go. Ottoman himself, Simulex wrenched. I paid about $150 for his autograph. What? and don't regret it. He's flipping Luke Skywalker, Skywalker.
But the thing is, though, you know, he's had bad luck in his career, isn't he? After Star Wars, everybody just keeps seeing him as Luke Skywalker. But when as time went on, he became a really great voiceover person. He's terrific, absolutely terrific. And he's motherfucking Luke Skywalker, for God's sakes. You know, you gotta give him that, man. Give him that.
Plus Smilek's got a deal. That's a 550 quid discount. He charges 700 pounds for
but inflation though, probably.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Smilex, when did you get it?
After The Last Jedi. He was attacking
day after.
But you know, there's a lot of videos on YouTube of him attacking The Last Jedi, saying how they got it wrong, how he tried to tell them that they were wrong and they didn't listen, and they kept on fucking it up. And then suddenly it changed his mind. It turned around.
Yes.
And
do you know why?
They must have
Disney put the leash on him.
Do you know why? Yes, that's exactly what happened. So what happened was that he was really pissed off, and he wasn't quiet about it either. Then he started saying all this stuff, and then Disney reminded him of the contract that he signed.
Well,
and then he had to step back. But some actors, they kind of literally go the other way. Like some of the Doctor Who actors. Yeah, everybody knows that Doctor Who is shite. And yet some of the Doctor Who actors is saying that they embrace this nonsense, because obviously they don't want to spoil their, going to conventions and getting hundreds of pounds signing some bloody contract or whatever. They don't want to mess that up,
700.
But if you had a truth machine and you put it on them, they would say that this error was shit. And it's the same thing with Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill was under contract, and he can't really say much. Otherwise, he probably got threatened by the studio.
Lawyers. Yeah, with the lawyers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And when you're in that situation, and just a little thing like a fan says something, you just go ballistic because you're so annoyed about what they did. And I think that's what's happened to Mark Hamill. I will tell you one thing though: when I met Mark Hamill, man, he was my hero, and he made me feel so welcome. He signed my books and everything. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have to pay a penny. That's the Mark Hamill I remember. I still respect the motherfucker. You know what I mean? So there you go.
The thing that gets, it's not something I lose sleep over, but it's just something that I have observed, is that because his political position, and he should have the sense to shut up, right?
He should, yeah.
That had he been talking about the Crypt Keeper the way he was talking about the Orange Man, he wouldn't be getting all this hate. He just picked the wrong guy, and people are putting the politics before everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't give a fuck who you vote for. I don't give a fuck who any of them vote for. I wish they would shut up about it. But to turn on him because he's not voting for your guy is like, you just see it a lot. Not just him, see it with a lot of people.
See, here's my issue.
Are you left? Are you right? Doesn't matter how good actor you are or how good the film is or what it meant to you. It's all about, oh no, he's on the left now or he's on the right now, so he's evil. And it's just fucking stupid. It's just... You want entertained or do you not want entertained? Do you want to go through your life outraged?
Yep.
Is that your mission? Just to go through your life angry, screaming at the TV?
No, it's the fact that he's attacking the fans. It's the same with John Boyega. When he came out and he got screwed over by Disney, the fans supported him, just like we did Boyega. And then so I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap if he wants to sleep with Trump. He still attacked the fans. He attacked us. And we were the only ones that had his back.
More than $700 if he slept with Trump. I mean,
yeah, I'm just listen. You
think he would be the bitch or the butch if I go on this road? Would he be the bitch or the butch if he slept with Trump? I don't know. It could go either way there. I mean, Trump is bigger, right? But Hamill is younger, so I don't know how the fight would go.
I don't know if he has as much energy, but once you turn on the fans, that's a hard road back.
Customers.
But the thing is, I've noticed, when I go to visit my my cousin in Oregon, she was really against Trump, okay? And I've noticed that. I remember once I had dinner with her neighbors and her and stuff like that, and one side was for Trump and she wasn't for Trump, and they had this really heated argument. Nowhere in England do they argue about politics like the Americans. The Americans are very passionate about politics. In England, we're like, oh, fuck, we got so-and-so in. Do you know what I mean? We don't really Well,
Yeah.
not the people
Yeah.
I mix
For
with.
us,
We
it's
don't
just
really
who's the next
argue
asshole.
much.
We don't
Exactly.
we don't have the Messiah complex.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
it's like what's his name? I can't remember his name. Great Uncle Bulgaria from the Wombles.
Bernard Cribbins.
Who was the last prime minister? What's his name? I can't remember. Boris. Boris.
Boris, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
he
No,
looks
Richie
like Great Uncle
Sunak.
Bulgaria out at the Wombles. Well, he won the election and he got 13 million votes, right? And they said that was a landslide victory and a majority in parliament and things like that. 13 million votes in a country of 70 million people. And that's a huge majority, right? And then you go from there. So, I mean, I can't even remember the guy's name half the time. I knew we got this other idiot,
Sunak.
right? No, the one we got now. And he won with 9 million votes and got a majority. It's like 9 million people in a country of 70 million people, and we get them. And it just shows that, rightly, nobody in Britain gives a fuck about politics.
We don't. Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter who you vote for. You get the same fucking idiots every time.
Okay. I would say at this moment, I would take Mark Hamill as Prime Minister.
But I think Melvin has a point, right? When you compare the UK when it comes to politics to the Americans are like, if it's scaled from 1 to 10, they're like up to a number 8 when it comes to politics. In England, if scaled to 1 to 10, we're like 4. You know what I mean? Because we know it's a waste of time arguing about it. We know that the person that goes in, they're not going to help us, so we just have to cope. You know, so that's what I think. Anyway.
If voting made a difference, this is the famous Mark Twain quote, attributed to Mark Twain, might not be. If voting made a difference, they wouldn't let you do it.
Yep,
that's definitely true over here.
Anyway,
so no politics. That went well.
Just kind of.
Bring up that shooty picture.
Maneuver. Yeah, we'll take shooty at this moment. It's kind of maneuvered its way in there. Okay. So have we done with Mark? He got proper dry bummed by Disney, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's done with us.
At least they bought him dinner.
I don't think he's done with us. I think everything that's happened has made him angry and bitter. Do you know what I mean?
And he's just aiming at the wrong people.
He is. That's what I think anyway. I might be completely wrong. But again, right, I would truly say that he's Mark Hamill, he's Luke Skywalker, man, and I respect him. That's all I can say.
Well, when I was in my early teens watching Star Wars on the VHS for the first time, it's like, yeah. And that's how I want to remember.
Yes, Star Wars means so much to billions around the world. You know what I mean? It's got a special place in my heart. Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, you know, Empire, and Star Wars. You know what I mean? They're great movies. You know, they shaped cinema. They shaped history. You know, and you can't say any fairer than that, right?
And the kids today, they don't understand that.
That's a generational thing.
Just different times. Different times.
If you just judge Star Wars on what it is, it's a good movie, but it's not as good as we remember it.
Oh, that's my cue. These kids today.
Caught up in phenomenon. It was a phenomenon.
Here you go. Professor R2 Reg Willisport. I love Star Wars, but Mark and anyone who attacks the fans can go pound sand.
Yeah.
Wrenched. Remember from the top again. Wrenched. Remember that Mega Geek was wrong about Alien Romulus, were you? And Barry.
I was.
When he
I was wrong about Alien Romulus because I'm only human.
What did you say?
I said it was. I said I liked it when I first saw it, but then again, yeah, exactly. Then when I went to see it again, or when I thought about it was crap. Yeah. Also, right, I'll always defend Barry, not the last season, but the other seasons. It is a great TV show.
The first season was really good. Yeah.
Season 2 has its moments.
Yeah, I liked all of it. I love the way it's directed. It's really directed really well. All seasons, even the last one. But the last one really did jump the shark. It really did. The last one, I was so disappointed with it. But what I'm saying is that I don't care what anyone says. Barry is a good show. It really is a good show.
Up
Don't
until the last
tell,
episode.
don't tell anybody I said, right? But Rennie
Mm.
is 100% right about Barry.
Rennie.
Yeah,
Why
but
would
don't
she
tell,
say?
Well,
don't,
she's
don't
that.
tell
No,
her.
she's not.
Don't
No,
tell her.
but the thing is, though, it's people's
Clip
opinions.
that,
Isn't it?
everybody.
I don't care.
Clip
I
it.
don't care if Rennie thinks it's bad, but she likes rhinestone. Do you know what I mean? So fucking hell. You know what I mean? So there you go.
Rhinestone.
So,
It had
you
Dolly
know.
Parton in it.
Okay. I feel when the guests are messaging in the chat that we're bogged, I feel that we're getting bogged. So, shall we?
Darth Vader.
Dune.
What does this mean? ICYMI. What does the fuck's that mean?
Okay, chat. Come on, translate it.
All right, it says Aiden Christensen was asked if he got to wear the Darth Vader suit. He confirmed it was him in the suit and added, "It was, a thrill. I can't really describe the sensation of being enclosed in Darth Vader. It was orgasmic, to say the least."
Is this really what he said?
What a
Do I believe
Oh, in
this?
case you missed it. Very good. Cheers, chat. Well, he must have said it. It's an interview. Internet.
you know what I
True.
mean?
Gotta be.
listen. The prequel
Okay.
sucked. He sucked. I don't see what's all this. It's like Hayden Christensen's back. I'm like, who cares? He sucked back then. He sucks now.
Yep, I agree. It was rubbish, and people are remembering him very fondly. And it's good to see Hayden back. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
It wasn't fantastic. It was shit.
They are misremembering him fondly. Plus, he's a foot shorter than fucking Darth Vader. No wonder it looks so lame. It's like Obi-Wan's taller than Darth Vader now. Like
Swappers opinion.
These guys are right. I think it's rose-tinted glasses, isn't it?
yeah, on steroids.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it has been ever since the Ahsoka show. When everyone was crying out that he was back again, I was like, "Oh my god, I've got to watch it! Hayden's come back! Hayden's come back!" And the shot, the scenes were like they tried to de-age him and it didn't work, and it's just
It looked really old.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's Hayden Christensen and he Vadered.
It's coming back, isn't it?
heavy
It's for
smoker.
season 2, as well.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
So there
There
you
are
go,
good
look.
things about the prequels. There is things you could say about the prequels that some of them, parts of some of them were great, right? But
Were they?
none
I
of
must-
those.
I
were
must have
Hayden
missed
Christensen.
that.
Yeah, he
None of
was.
those were him.
Yeah, he was not any of those parts. Yeah. Freaking Ewan McGregor did a great job of taking the role seriously. I didn't mind Liam Neeson, Duel of the Fates, but none of what he did was.
Here you go.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Here you go. Right. Okay. I'm going to do this properly. N N M M N M M N M N N M wrenched. I misspelling lines. Why are all these Star Wars related stories in the news at the moment? This is what was left from Sunday, so technically this was the end of last week.
Yeah, but why were they there even? I did notice that was weird.
Don't know. KK's birthday? Don't know.
It's to keep it relevant because there's nothing out for a while.
They're
they
trying to
constantly
distract us from
try and-
something.
There were some nice
Try
moments
some-
in the first prequel to Star Wars. The Darth Maul sequence at the end was absolutely terrific. But all the blame should be laid on George Lucas for those prequels because
Yep.
they
absolutely.
sucked. All three of them sucked. Let's face it. But there were some nice moments, but that was about it, really.
He tried too hard to do everything himself. I think he wanted all the paychecks, and also he clearly wasn't listening to anybody.
Well, everybody
Somebody
was.
must have told him.
It was
Somebody
just-
must have told him.
No, everyone around him was terrified to say anything to him that
George,
contradicted
knock it on the
anything.
head, son.
They were frightened. There's that story about the guy he fired because he just said, "I could do it that way, but how about this? Isn't this better?" I went ahead and made 2 of them. He's like, "Fire that guy." Long story, but anyway, I hear you can look in the behind the scenes, man. People were terrified of saying no to the guy.
Well,
Yeah,
it was
I'd have got
given
fired then.
good pay, wasn't
I'd
it?
have been fired.
It was just a tech exercise.
Well, no, I mean George Lucas, right? He basically wanted to change the way we shoot films. That's why he leaned heavily into the digital era to make the new Star Wars films. I think the first one was shot on film, and then I think the second one was digital, and the third one was digital. Yeah, I mean, thing is that if it wasn't for those films testing those digital things out, we wouldn't have got the stuff that we got today. So he did a couple of things right, but his writing is atrocious, absolutely atrocious in all three movies. Should have got somebody else to write those three.
Should have got somebody else to
Anyway.
direct them as well.
Yeah, and to
Yeah,
anyone
exactly.
who's like, well, Natalie Portman was nice in the just go watch Black Swan. You get plenty of Natalie Portman with none of the downsides.
Okay, this is a direct question to in the chat. Was Natalie Portman nice in the prequels?
Wasn't she about 15 or something in the first one? Before you answer, just think about that before you answer.
Yeah, but the love
16.
story didn't start till the second film, did it?
Until she turned 16.
Yeah, her acting was nothing to phone home about either. It's like, I'm a senator. It's
well,
like,
in the first
you're
one,
a poor
they
peasant
dubbed-
boy, and I'm
they
a senator.
dubbed over her voice, didn't they? In the first one, they did something with her voice, so it sounded a bit, I don't know, weird. And then in the second one, they just left the voice alone for some reason.
She
So
had
there you
some
go.
weird, vaguely regal accent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was 19 in real life, though, wasn't she?
They tried to make her sound like Liza Minnelli or something in the first film.
Yeah, see, I agree with this. Dinky McDurkey face. Hello, mate. She's no potato head. Yes, agreed.
They should have swapped her and Keira Knightley, actually. That would have worked out better.
Vex. Oh, sorry. Boomed. Vex Electronica Ranch. Still Vex. Oh, great. Star Wars perfect content for month. Vex, do you want to come on? There is some other stuff, Superman stuff, if you fancy coming on. Could
What do you
somebody
call
send
it?
Vex we
Pride,
need some action.
But
Somebody
why
send
have
it
they
over.
given this Pride thing a whole month?
I'll do it.
Wait, I'm sending Vex a present.
All right. It's the full boss will do it. It's the full boss will do it.
I don't know. I thought they get
Why are they giving it a month?
365. Don't they get Pride Year, technically? Swappers? They
But
get Pride Year,
the
don't
thing
they?
is, though, the people that fought in World War II, they only get 1 day. And you're
Yeah,
telling
fuck
me
them.
that
They're not important, though, are they? I was being so...
seriously.
People who saved... People who... people who ran up on beaches being machine gunned down, they're not important. Blue-haired
have
whales
one.
are.
Do you know what I find
They should
strange?
have a month.
Yeah, go on, man.
Black History Month, right? Because reading between the lines, the implication is that for 11 months of the year, black people don't do anything. They've only got a history for 1 month a year. And it's like, hang on a minute, you can't do that. You can't say that. And yet they do.
Here you go. Georgius Rex Ranch. Hello, mate. It's called Cultural Subversion Mega.
Cultural submachine gun, what?
It is.
I
Who you call
know.
a submarine? Take that back.
We have to all stand up to this nonsense, really. If you don't want your children's children to be...
And your children's children.
And
that's right.
Your
Hi,
father's
Vex.
brother.
Good evening.
Oh.
You sound like a computer. Good evening.
Oh, good evening, sirs. How are you?
You missed me typing vigorously in the chat. Don't send her the link. Don't send her the link. Don't send her the link.
I'm good. I'm just I am working on a Predator Killer of Killers script.
Oh, nice.
Is that the cartoon?
Yep, the one that just dropped last week. It is so bad that it has like pushed me out of hiatus. Like it has forcibly shoved me out of hiatus. That's how bad it is.
Your anus what?
My anus, yes. It is pushed out of my... It could be pushed out of my anus. It's that terrible, to be honest.
Forcibly shoved out of Uranus?
Oh, yes. And then back in for a little bit and then completely out.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you might want to call HR or the police.
Yeah.
I am HR.
Or a first aider. Need a first aider here. This didn't go as well as we hoped.
How are you all?
Yeah, we're not bad. You good, Vex? Yes. Other than the
I can't Yeah, I can't complain. Honestly, it's kind of nice to be making videos for my own channel again. So, yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you. I like Christian Bale a lot. He's one of my favorite
Okay.
actors. Good impression.
Shall we move on from this?
Please. Oh God.
Mia Goth has been cast as the villain in Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter movie.
Well,
Cynic will be happy. He's a bit gay for her.
when you
Really?
said there's nothing Star Wars coming up, we have this movie. Yay.
Is this
Yeah,
actually
next year
happening?
or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
coming out.
supposedly it's in production.
50th. It's coming out for 50th, isn't it? That's your anniversary movie.
They've
But- If she's the villain, are they going to allow a man to fight her?
It's Dude Bro, isn't it? Gosling.
is that the
Then
same one?
They're not
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
let him
Well, the
beat
other
up
one's a
on
Darth Maul
chick?
film, isn't it? There's a Darth Maul film. They've
Is
got
it?
Ryan Gosling, no doubt, playing the world's most boring Jedi.
How is that going to work? Him beating up on a little tiny thing like that.
Because I know how it's going to work. Well, Ryan Gosling's going to sit in his X-wing and start crying because that's what he does in every movie, right? And then he's just going to cry and stay in there. That's probably what they're going to be the whole movie. That's what it's going to be. So
He's going to try
Yeah,
and
he's
shed
a
more
boring
tears
person.
and or
I'm already
Uh,
sad. Is it
Yeah.
Sean Levy, right?
Yes.
Just FYI, his brother is the judge in the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni case.
What?
Yes.
Is everybody? Is it like Inbreed Central in Hollywood?
Yeah. it's Nippo Baby Central, man. And it's the 1%ers of the 1%ers. And yeah. Federal
wonder-
judge, director, Harvey Weinstein.
There you go.
I wonder-
NPC person. Fucks. Yeah.
I wonder.
The US presidents are related.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Welcome
I
to
said,
just talking
I
over
wonder-
each other.
Well, if you don't talk over me, I can speak. I
Hey,
wonder.
don't-
they're going. Oh, for fuck's sake! I wonder whether they're going to use AI special effects in this film.
Oh,
So that's the question going forward now with these big movies. Are they going to be going towards Google and using the AI system to complete these films? That's going to be interesting going forward, isn't it?
the internet help desk, Wrench Will Spot. He wonders.
Hmm.
Swappers, you were
What
going
do
to
you
say
reckon,
before
guys?
Ian rudely talked over you.
I think we accidentally spoke at the same time.
Yes.
I was just going to say about the nepotism thing briefly. I just said, well, all the US presidents are related, so why wouldn't Hollywood all be inbred as well? But this movie here is going to be a complete pile of garbage. I guarantee it. And I don't know who this woman is, but if she's the villain, then she will only get beaten by another woman. So there's going to be another female character in it that will confront
No,
her.
it's Ryan Gosling's 15-year-old nephew is the other star.
Uh-huh.
Can they maybe use AI to give her boobs? That would be kind of awesome.
Don't know.
Just toilet paper down the bra will be fine. I'm sure.
Okay,
Thanks.
Vex.
Thanks, Vex.
You're welcome.
Talking. Vex, you're a very, very big fan of Star Wars. Do you have any thoughts about Star Wars Starfighter?
It's
She's also a
gay
fan of boobs.
and it's shite, but I like Mia Goth. She's pretty.
What's she
big.
been in?
She's been in the Maxine Minx trilogy, so that's X, Pearl, and then last year was Maxine. She was in oh god, what was that like weird porny and artsy anthology? Shia
Rebecca
LaBeouf
Gold.
was in it. No, oh my god, there were two parts to it.
Well, that Lars von Trier movie.
Yeah, it's oh god. I
Chat
can't.
ups out.
But yeah,
Nymphomaniac.
thank you. Yes, she was a nymphomaniac. She was in the Suspiria remake. She's in horror mainly, but she was in Infinity Pool in 2023 as well. She's a very good actress, actually. I would rank her as probably one of the better actresses of this generation. She just hasn't really stepped out of
Her
horror yet.
genre.
Yeah.
Well, you got my attention when you said Nymphomaniac. Let's go.
She has a lot of nudity. She does a lot of full frontal nudity.
Yeah, that's how I know she doesn't have any boobs.
Star Wars needs after some great things.
I'll just recommend to everybody now to not watch those Nymphomaniac movies because there's stuff that happens in them you will not be able to unsee, and it will haunt you for the rest of your life.
Agreed. Do not watch those movies. They're also just terrible on top of that. Like, they're not even good movies, really.
Yeah.
I think I knew not to do that.
M2K4 Wrenched Spot is in Australia now. She's married to Shia.
Yep. LaBeouf. Yep. They have a kid together, a daughter.
No standards, then.
Well,
you remember the shout, Brown? She's got no standards.
Yeah, that's a tell for low self-esteem because that guy apparently.
They got married because she's only like 26 or something right now. They got married when she was super young. Then they split up for like 2 years. Then they got back together and she got pregnant. And now they have a kid who's like 2 years old, I think. She's not even 30 yet.
Damn.
Has Lars von Trier done anything that doesn't have like sick perverted stuff in there? And I'm not.
Nope.
I don't mean the good kind of sick perverted stuff.
Oh, come on! This is a family show. Let's keep it clean.
Oh, 31. Well, thank you, Mudcrab. So I guess she is past 30 now.
When you said don't watch the movie, don't watch that trilogy, you had me at Lars von Trier.
Come on, people. He's still indoors. He's not writing yet. Wrenched. Shia LaBeouf is my Indiana Jones.
Common people, by the
Vietnam.
way.
You don't know, man. You weren't there.
You were sorely missed on my last stream, common people. Just saying.
Is that your way of saying join my stream?
No. I'm just saying he was sorely missed because it was his kind of content last stream. That's all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Popular stream those.
This is going to be shit, isn't it? This Star Wars film.
Oh, absolutely.
Very professionally and get us back on track. That's very good. Okay. Shall we move on?
Yes, please.
I will say, if you've not watched Vex's stream on Sunday, check it out. It's a doozy.
Yes. It's going to be awesome.
Talking. A Tulsa King spin-off series set in New Orleans is in the works at Paramount Plus. Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson is set to star in the lead role. Source Variety.
Take my money. Take my money.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think
still haven't seen.
Should get a refund for that hair transplant because it looks terrible.
I think he's going to be, but he's getting on though, isn't he? So I hope he's going to be all right doing this one. Yeah.
I hope he can forget what he did for Secret Invasion.
Is it paycheck? Not Brian.
Yeah.
Regged. Oh, Brian. The irony of Broom calling out people for sorry, mate. Vex, you haven't watched
Tulsa King? Nope, I have not watched. I've heard very good things, and actually, I think basically everyone on this panel right now has recommended it.
Yeah, it's very good.
Just never got. For me, it's hard for me to want to get invested in shows these days because more often than not, I'm disappointed. That's kind of set a standard for me. So
yeah, but you won't be disappointed, and you already have 2 seasons, and they're both good.
Well, to be fair, now that I've sorry,
Mobland as well.
Haven't seen Mobland. Also heard good things. To be fair, I finally watched Stallone's Judge Dredd movie, and now all I'm going to think of anytime I see him in something is, "Did you write Rocky?"
I am the law. I am the law.
I don't know if I can do it. I think Stallone might be dead for me.
Oh,
I think when you talk about not investing in TV shows, I totally agree with you, because like most of the stuff, I was watching that Department Q second episode. I was getting tired of the main character getting told off by women, and people of color. So I just stopped watching. Do you know what I mean? It's just that's all we're
Yeah.
getting. All we're
Uh,
getting.
That's such a hard watch, that show, but I just watched the first episode and the last, and I didn't miss anything, and I sort of got the full effect. No, I'm not kidding. Nothing happened in the middle 8 episodes.
Here you go. NNMMMMMMMMM wrenched.
Brown, I'll help you out here, right?
Stallone has massive
I've got
hands.
to
Look
interrupt.
at that cup.
I have to interrupt, right?
Here you go.
That name, no, look at it like this, right? You stick your face between two boobs and you go num
No,
num
no,
num
no,
num.
no, no, no.
That's it. Num 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 num.
Vex, you want to
That's
help me
what
out
it
with
is.
this
You mean
one?
you don't go, hello? I will say, everybody, if you haven't seen Vex's Sunday stream, check it. Is it still up, Vex?
Oh yeah, it's got limited ads on it though now.
It's a doozy, folks. Anyway, okay.
Just let us know when you're doing another boob fundraiser. That was awesome.
You guys, honestly, now that I know that stuff will get limited ads, you guys have to earn it. I'm sorry.
Oh, has it been
price is
limited
higher.
just for, oh, okay. Nothing you said then.
No, it was strict. It was just because there was a camera with my boobs on it. It got limited ads. There was no other subject matter that would have gotten it limited. Yep.
Yeah, it was just
common
the
people
boob cam.
wrenched. I'm still up after seeing Vex's stream. Damn. Damn. Okay. So what should Vex be watching? What recommendations have we got for Vex?
So we got Tulsa King. We got Mobland.
We have Landman.
Oh
Yeah,
yes. What is all the God? These all sound like these are manly shows. Hold on.
Yes. And we have Bad Monkey. And we have Sugar.
I watched Sugar. I liked Sugar.
I know we watched it together. That's why I was joking, remember?
Oh.
But that's how you know I'm serious. Like all the Taylor Sheridan shows, honestly. But Mobland, The Gentleman, Landman is just Billy Bob Thornton chewing the shit out of the scenery, man. It is beautiful.
Is it really good? I think that's my next one.
Oh, and the greatest actor of all time, Slow Horses, Gary Oldman.
Oh yeah, slow. See, that's the one Apple show that because everyone keeps telling me if you don't like Apple programming, this is the best thing they've put out. This is like was it Blackbird? I think is the other one.
Yeah, Blackbird was all right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I saw that was all right. Yeah, it was all right. That.
I think Bad Monkey is Apple, and that was great. That's Elmore Leonard with Vince Vaughn. Very funny, very well done. Great story. Acting's good.
Is there a season 2 coming for that?
What?
Is there a season 2 for Bad Monkey coming?
Yeah, I believe so.
Good. See, I was going to say this, Vex. This is the one you should prioritize.
Mm-hmm.
MC Wrench, Banshee.
Oh yeah.
So fucking good. So good.
All right, putting a star next to that one.
Season 3 of Banshee is just magnificent.
All right, thank you guys.
Properly magnificent.
He lies.
Vex, did you?
No, it's magnificent.
Well, he believes it. He just doesn't.
It is season
he
3 of Banshee is magnificent.
Vex, did you watch Penguin?
I just don't care about it. Yeah,
it's good though.
I think that will be one of those shows where, like, if the mood strikes, I'll probably go and watch it. But I just don't care enough. Even with Colin Farrell in the lead, I don't care enough.
The official word is Bad Monkey has been renewed for season 2.
No. Wrenched. Privatize Lord of the Rings before all that other shite. No.
I thought we were talking TV shows.
There was a Lord of the Rings TV show called Rings of Power.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it.
Curse you! Like I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Dream Rings of Power doesn't really exist.
Swappers, any recommendations for Vex?
Drew got one. The Wire.
I hear there's a few things actually. Oh, I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. Have you heard of For All Mankind? I hear that's pretty good.
I have heard of that one. All right, I will write that one For All.
That's run. I think I watched a bit of the first season and then stopped watching.
If you love the paranormal like I do, then I would recommend Skinwalker Ranch, or what's it called again?
Skywalker Ranch.
Skinwalker Ranch. It's the documentary on. Don't ask me what channel it's on, but it's like a. I can't remember.
I know what show it used to be on the History Channel. When it originally debuted. Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. Oh, that reminds me. What was that Josh Brolin show that was on Amazon where it was kind of like a weird paranormal alien thing going on?
The hole in the ground and all that rubbish. Yeah,
the outer
hole in the ground thing. Yeah.
No, the Outer Range, was that it?
Yeah.
Was that any good?
I saw the first episode of that and I didn't want to go back.
I heard it was.
Yeah, that one didn't grab me. But
what's Murderbot?
Oh,
it's
the gayest thing.
TV.
Yeah, Murderbot is what you get when you don't have a heterosexual within 100 miles of a television production.
Oh, is that why Internet Help Desk likes it then? Yes.
Skinwalker Ranch for me. This is what it's like for me. Do you see all of those programs where they're going hunting ghosts and they go in the house and they run up and down going and running into the next room and you don't see anything? That's Skinwalker Ranch, but with aliens.
Side of feet legend, god, deity, whatever you want to call him, wrenched. The terminal list was solid.
That was a 10 out of 10 for me. I am thoroughly excited for Dark Wolf in August. Thoroughly excited. That's my most anticipated show right now.
Wow. Yeah, Reacher season 3 was good. 2 was a bit of a disappointment. Okay.
Season 1 was terrible to me. I didn't like it at all.
If you want to be suicidal through boredom, I can thoroughly recommend Andor season 2.
I hate Star Wars. Why would you recommend Star Wars to me?
Well, that's why I put the suicidal bit in there as well.
No, the last 3 episodes of Andor were pretty good.
It will just push you over the edge, Vex. If you're ever on the edge, whatever reason, and you need that little shove.
You know what? I already decided that should I want to off myself, I'm gluten intolerant. So I'm just gonna gorge myself on McDonald's and KFC and Chipotle.
Yeah, the last 3 episodes of Andor are good, but you got to get through 21 shit episodes.
We'll just do what I didn't watch the previous episodes. Here you go.
I'll tell you what I recommend. I recommend Resident Alien season 1. Don't watch season 1. Don't watch the rest of it. Don't watch the rest
Amelia Bedelia wrenched.
Banger.
Talking. Vex liked Sinners.
How dare you, Amelia? Don't lie like that.
We got some super chats. I completely forgot. Sorry.
No worries.
Flav Wrench, World Spot, 5 poons. Have a pot noodle on me, Brune. Thank you very much. Ejaculate flavor. Vegan. What? What a Yorkshire man. What a Yorkshire man say to Jack when he's not on time?
Jack, you late.
You late?
Yeah. Thank you, my friend. I will treat myself. Mega Spider-Man, €5. Adrian! To all, fave Sly film, and why that?
MC is recommending all the Dexter shows, apparently.
Oh God, fuck no. Dexter. No. Don't you dare. How dare you?
Triggered.
How dare you? I'm reading the books actually right now. There's 8 books, and I'm reading through the novels right now instead.
Mm-hmm.
Vex.
The best Sylvester Stallone film, in answer to the question.
Yes.
Answer the guy's question. It paid 5
Come on, somebody answer. Ian, anybody, come on.
Oh, to all, favorite Sly film plus why that? I'm honestly not a huge Sylvester Stallone fan.
What?
But I guess, hold on. If I were to pick a movie of his, it would be the first Rambo.
Yeah, it's a good movie, that. It's a great movie.
My pick, you got to do a different one.
Yeah, it's a great movie, that.
There's also a good old movie of his called Fist, and no, it's not what you think it is.
I remember Fist.
So when you say first Rambo, are you talking First Blood or the first actual one called Rambo?
The first actual Rambo movie, yeah.
That is a great movie, Vex. That is a great movie.
It is.
It is, yeah. And it aged beautifully.
I'm gonna go with Rocky, or the porno he did before he did Rocky, called The Italian Stallion.
I tell you what, right?
Yes.
My favorite Sly film is Rocky 3. And the only reason why I like Rocky 3 more than all his films is because it was so over the top and so silly and very, very enjoyable. I think
Prediction
that's
for
his
the
best
fight.
movie.
Pain.
I like Rocky 4. I've never seen any other Rocky film, but I really love Rocky 4.
Rocky 4 was rubbish. It was only like 30 minutes long or something.
No, it
And
wasn't.
they put loads of music in there to stretch the whole film out. That's what
Yeah, it
they
was just
did.
MTV pop video. I also like
And they
the special
didn't even
edition
have
was
the
fantastic.
theme. They never had the Rocky theme in Rocky 4. Would you believe that?
Listen, I liked it. There's no wrong or right answers.
Didn't they have the theme at the start when they had the two gloves come up with the American flag and the Russian flag on them?
No, it wasn't the Rocky. It was the fanfare song, where they have in the boxing, but it wasn't the Rocky theme.
I
Gonna
even had the
Fly Now and
album
all that.
Rocky 4.
They
Great
didn't
album.
have it. Yeah.
Vex,
got-
have you seen The Expanse?
No, I have
Oh.
not. But I've heard very good things about that show as well.
That's another one for the list, and also the 2000s reboot of Battlestar Galactica. If you haven't seen that, that's superb.
I
Yeah.
can't do the hardcore sci-fi stuff. It's
We're getting back pre-woke, so
I'm
a lot
sorry,
of
I
shows
can't
were
do
good
it.
at that time. Vex, I have 3 shows for you.
Okay,
2
hold on.
Australian shows that are excellent.
okay.
Neighbours,
One is
Home and
called
Away.
Talking.
Hey, this is my channel.
Fair enough. Mr. In Between is freaking awesome.
Moving
3
on.
seasons of that.
Mr. What?
Cheers, Mega.
Mr. In Between.
What?
Okay.
It's about a guy. He's like a small town criminal fixer for the organized crime in his like tiny Australian town.
Okay.
And nothing ever goes right. It's very comedic. And there's a show called Troppo with Thomas Jane as a cop who was falsely accused of doing something very bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's kind of out in the outback, and he's like a private investigator with a there's a lot of intersectional casting in that show, but it's still really good. And then for lighthearted stuff, there's a show called The Majorca Files. That's a UK German joint venture show.
What's it called again?
The Majorca Files, the island Mallorca. It's spelled Mallorca. But
Is that
Majorca.
the sequel to the Ibiza Files? Think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
Mallorca is a different island. Mallorca spelled
It's
with
Mallorca.
But
Mallorca. Mallorca spelled with a J. It's the 3 islands. Those in Ibiza, they're the Balearics.
Yeah. So the Majorca Files has 4 seasons. The 4th one sucks. It's totally woke, but the first 3 are really good.
Okay, seasons 1 to 3 then. Okay.
And like Ted Lasso, you got to stop at 3.
Gotcha. All
Or
right.
it'll bite back on you and ruin the previous ones.
I recommend Columbo, the 70s. The 70s TV show.
I'm writing down.
If we're going 70s, I've got hundreds for you.
If Vex watched all this TV, I don't think we'd see it for the next 2 years.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, this is too much for me already.
Just prioritize Banshee. Okay. Shall we move?
Just one more.
Okay.
The Littlest Hobo.
The little. Oh, that's actually been on my watch list for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember they used to be Saturday mornings over here.
They made a show about Brown's wanker.
What?
No, hobo, not homo.
What?
Sorry, just it's my inner 12-year-old coming out.
Okay.
No.
Obviously, this
Move
was
along.
last. Well, this was last week. New Wicked for Good poster
cares?
trailer drops tonight. That was a week ago. Anybody?
Yeah, you
cares?
should have had an all-female panel for this.
Yeah. Who cares? Move along.
Didn't
Okay.
watch the
Four-
first one. Don't care.
450 million in marketing for that.
Okay, this
Shit,
is the big one then.
Would it
Welcome
be?
to
Hang
LA.
on a minute. Hold on. Would it be some kind of, I don't know, racial or some
Go
kind
on,
of
spit it out.
some kind of appropriation if I shaved off my eyebrows and painted myself green to go to see that film?
No, Green Lives Matter.
You should.
Yeah.
You should do that and send us some photographs.
Or
Yeah,
you
I'm
could
still-
just starve yourself to the point of passing out and go as
Well-
Ariana Grande.
I'm already doing that. I need the color and the eyebrows sorting out.
Cynthia Erivo, is it?
Yes.
the one.
She embodies.
Nosferatu.
No, that is woke in its
Yes.
purest form.
And Yuma, exactly right. She
In
is
its
the
purest form, folks.
She is woke and Yuma, and she's harder to look at than the
Disabled?
birds on Department Q, and
Yeah.
that's saying something. Because
Wow.
those women are rough.
That is purest green.
You know, I saw her in. Oh, that takes me back, Brown. I saw
Purest
her in.
green.
What was it? Luther. She was in,
Thank you,
and I barely recognised her. It was only after like a few scenes that I realised it was her. She looked so different, and now she's gone down the vampire route, and you can't not notice her. You know,
I'm
And
watching-
she looks like Idris Elba because I thought it was him.
Luther is
I-
good though, man. Luther's fucking good.
Yeah, go on, Vex.
Oh yeah, no, I just I haven't actually seen Cynthia Erivo in anything. I don't care for Wicked, so I didn't bother watching it. But I did watch that HBO series, The Outsider, that came out a couple of years ago. She was really good in that. Like, she actually carried that show. I mean, I know people probably disagree with it, but she's actually a talented actress, I would
That
say.
was
No, she can act. She's just about the ugliest person on the planet outside of Bella Ramsey, and it's hard to look at her.
Vex, put
Mhm.
Luthor on the list.
I have watched Luther, and I liked it.
Season 3 of Luthor. Fucking was outstanding.
Is that a Superman spin-off?
No, it's Idris Elba. He's kind of like he's like a
So
spy
I'm joking.
sort of
I'm
thing.
joking.
Yeah,
I joke.
Luther was
Kid,
back
kid.
from the days when the BBC was making all bangers.
Yeah.
Still, just
Thank you, Smilex. Even is it Call of Duty, Line of Duty? That was really good as well.
is it duty or duty?
No, it's Duty.
Beauty.
Not
Luther was a cop horror. That's the best way to describe Luther.
really good.
Mm.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But that was back in the time when almost everything I watched from the BBC was still good.
Mm.
It was pre-woke. Yeah.
Yeah, you were getting there, but there were always like, that's about 50% more gay than it should be, but I could live with it because the stories were
It's,
good, the acting was great.
It pains me to say the BBC were fantastic.
And they shot themselves in the bollocks, didn't they?
Yeah. It's upsetting, really.
It was. I didn't notice it at the time, but Ian
It's
will
upsetting.
Ian will know exactly what I'm talking about when I refer to Capaldi's run in Doctor Who, and I didn't realise that what it was woke at the time. I knew there was something wrong, and I couldn't put my finger on what was happening.
Yeah.
And his stories were being given away to women, and he was like a pale imitation of the Doctor. He wasn't who he should have been, and you can see Capaldi was trying to act through this bullshit because he had to, and he pulled it off to a degree because he's got that strength as an actor.
Because it's
but
quality. Yeah.
God, they tried to destroy. They tried to absolutely annihilate that show and that character right back then. I didn't realize what was happening until Chinballs actually got in.
Here you go. Soliju back before communism.
Yeah.
Ian, do you know that they knocked down the BBC building, right?
Yeah.
The one that
Was everybody still in it?
No.
Unfortunately.
Damn.
I thought they. Hang on a minute. That all got turned into accommodation, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was gonna be flat.
So it all got turned into flats, but there's still one little studio within that area. But they also knocked down LWT building as well, the South Bank. They knocked it down, so that's gone too. Which means that TV is slowly disappearing.
Damn.
There's the ITV's cut half of their employees because they're just not making the advertisement revenue. We're entering into a different era here when it comes to entertainment, guys.
Yeah, everyone's migrated to streaming on YouTube, haven't they?
Yeah.
To answer Amelia's question, yeah, you should watch Lupin. It's good.
Or Luther.
No, that one too, but Lupin is a show about the French master thief.
Oh,
and master of disguise.
Okay, shall we move on from Wicked?
Yes.
I think there's probably one more.
Let's throw them a sandwich.
Okay, so obviously this was last week, but this is the day today then. So June 11th, was it June 11th? Snow White out today. Who's
That's
watched
been
it?
on the high seas for months, and nobody will even take it for free.
Yeah, there's nobody seeding it because nobody bothered downloading it.
I watched it. I watched
Oh, have
it.
you?
And yeah, I thought it was awful. Absolutely awful.
I thought you were going to
And,
say I thought it was good.
No, and I remember Snow White obviously, and the ending was nothing like the cartoon. It was just awful.
Yeah, no, I actually saw it too. I think Ironheart is the only thing that has a chance to be as bad as this year.
Don't underestimate them. Anything this year could be as bad as this. You
She,
never
can,
know.
That's fair.
she can sing.
You
No,
know
she
what?
can't.
I will be
she can't.
downloading
Go
it
on.
because I have a Snow White script that I've been meaning to put out for some time. So I
It's
will be
been-
downloading it.
It's been in the Caribbean for months.
Oh, I know. I watched it then, but then like because I'm in this weird kind of hiatus, I never put it out. But also mine's a bit of it's not quite a review, it's more of a look into how Disney has kind of deconstructed and mutilated the idea of femininity in fairy tales.
Wrenched. I think this is a dig at you, Ian. Snow White, not as good as Barry.
Again, I would say if you're saying that because you haven't seen Barry, then fuck off. That's all I can say.
From the hip. That's from the hip, everybody.
Yeah.
From the hip.
Standing there, swinging the hips backwards and forwards like Michael Jackson.
So have we all watched Snow White then?
It's a terrible movie. It's an awful movie.
I even went to the cinema to watch it. Can you believe it?
Look, I know this is like Men's Mental Health Month or something, but I think it's appropriate then. I can say you paid to watch that. You're mental.
I will say this genuinely. I am a sucker for like a Disney fairy tale type musical stuff, but those, those nice warm, fluffy days of genuine entertainment have long gone, haven't they?
I was only saying this to myself last week, how great Disney used to be and how much we all used to love watching their stuff in the cinema, making a point, even as adults, to go to the cinema to see something like Aladdin or The Lion King.
Enchanted, fantastic movie.
And just appreciating that animation and the production value and everything in it, and the re-release of what was it, Fantasia, and that was just an epic time. We thought, wow, Disney are killing it. They're really doing great. They've really got the formula down. Everyone's going to the cinema, buying this stuff, and buying it on video as well. And they're winning. They're completely winning. People were flooding to all the parks. Everyone was loving all the characters. And something terrible happened a few years ago, and it's just absolutely annihilated the company.
My favorite Walt Disney film is Dumbo. I've even got that on Blu-ray. I think Dumbo is an amazing piece of animation. It's just it's good from start to finish, and it's very short as well. I love Dumbo, the cartoon.
Do you believe an
brilliant.
elephant can fly?
I do. When I was watching that film, I love that film. Seriously, it's one of the best. A lot of people say the Snow White cartoon, or even the other, Jungle Book. But I say Dumbo. Dumbo is probably the best animation that Disney did. Period. I think Dumbo is amazing. Personally,
I'm gonna rewatch Dumbo, so I'm gonna add that. Thank you, Ian. I haven't watched that movie since I was a kid. In all honesty,
it's great. It's really good. Really, really great film.
It's Peter Pan, isn't it? Where there's a reference to the Pleasure Island, where all the little boys come back.
Yeah,
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
What about Pinocchio?
Pinocchio's a good film as well. It's funny how they take out all the things that scared you as a kid. Because when I watched that stupid remake, Pinocchio, it was awful. What really scared me as a kid when they were changing into the donkeys, and you see the shadow on the wall, and the hands were turning into hooves. That was just really scary, and I think it's dumb to take things like that out of kids' movies. I really do. Kids love being scared. Do you know what I mean? They really do.
If it's okay when it's in animation, it's kind of sanitized a bit, isn't it? But live action, it's a bit too much. But I think when it's animated, I used to love. There's some really scary stuff going on Like, is it Cinderella or there was the evil queen in the original animated Snow White? There's some really scary scenes for her in that.
Yeah.
And
when her hands turn, when she turns old and her hands go all old and everything, that was kind of scary. I thought.
And they used to do some great fantastical animation of characters sort of turning evil or turning into horrible mystical creatures. You know, the animation was incredible, but it was really genuinely quite scary as a little kid watching it. But you knew you were kind of safe because it was animation. But
just one more thing I'd like to say about Dumbo is I saw the remake and it was terrible. One of my favorite bits of Dumbo is when those birds are singing. I see an elephant fly, and because they're trying to be, have the voices of black men. Obviously, a lot of people today think it's problematic, and it's bollocks. If you watch that, it's such a joy listening to them sing, and it's just a really good cartoon. The bit where his mum gets locked up, and he goes to see his mum, and he starts crying. I almost cried when I first saw that. It's truly an amazing film.
Question for the panel then: do kids prefer to be entertained or lectured?
You know the answer to that one.
Yeah. They don't want to be reminded of school ground.
The Black Hole is one of my favorite Disney movies.
Oh, yeah.
That was quite scary, too. I mean, it definitely had some horror undertones and one of the best John Barry soundtracks.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
C3PO Wrench for a spotlight. First black Oscar winner, and they bury the film.
Yeah, they're probably it's not going to be. They're gonna be burying Dumbo pretty soon for exactly that reason. All those voices.
I hope not. The Dumbo's an amazing film. Listen, if you've never seen Dumbo, I recommend it. The bit where he gets drunk was amazing. That music is amazing. The whole film's amazing, and it's not long. It's about 80 minutes long. So,
Common people wrenched. Welcome to the 40-year-old men talk about kids part of the stream.
Hang on a minute, that's every week, isn't it?
I wish. I think there's nobody under the age of 50 on this panel apart from Vex.
Hold on a minute. 40-year-old men talk about kids.
I am well under 40. Thank you very much.
We're not talking about kids. We're talking about kids' entertainment, not about kids.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, common people. Go burn some cars or something.
But common people, because every time you talk about a female, you go, "Oh, it looks like a 12-year-old boy." It's like, God.
There were horror elements to the Black Hole. I think that's what made it, gave it its own feel and its own kind of experience watching that film. With the fact that it was, she's always being groomed. That's why she comes on here, for God's sake.
Look at Rachel Zegler there. She looks like a 12-year-old boy, doesn't she?
I think it's good.
It was the same thing with the Black Hole and Flash Gordon when that came out too. There was some serious horror stuff going on in that, but as an 8-year-old kid, I still loved it. Completely loved it.
I would. May I remind?
Walking, by the way. Go on.
May I remind people of the quote by Clive Staples Lewis: "A children's story that can only be enjoyed by children is not a good children's story."
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely.
C.S. Lewis.
You've got to cater for the adults as well when you're making anything to do with kids. The Black Hole was a haunted house of horror, but on a spaceship. That's what Black Hole was. It was really good.
I haven't done this for a bit. Wayland Bethesda wrenched. Oh, my friend. Black Hole. What's her name?
It's
a good movie.
Mrs. Pizer. Mr. Pizer.
Okay, shall we? Snow White. Garbage.
It is.
Utter garbage.
Down the chute.
Obviously, this was a week ago now. Happy 50th, Angelina Jolie.
Is this before and after her latest cosmetic surgery?
She, what's really strange. I was just watching Salt a couple of days ago.
Awesome.
She was good in that. Yeah, I like that film.
Decent. Yeah, Salt's decent.
Salt's a good film. Yeah, she was good in that. I do like her.
Salt and Atomic Blonde make a good double feature.
They do, yeah.
I really liked when she went topless and taking lives.
Oh yeah, of course.
What?
Was that one with Ethan Hawke in it?
Ethan Hawke, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me for
Yeah,
a moment. Just
he was he was a serial killer, wasn't he, in that film?
He was, and she
Yeah.
fucked him hard. Mm-hmm.
She did
Yeah,
indeed.
spoilers,
yeah.
everybody. There you go. Ruined it.
Tomb Raider.
She was great well, the film wasn't very good, but she looked awesome in that film.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
god, she was hot. She was hot, man.
The film was a lot better than I remembered it at the time, I'll say. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more lately. When it came out, I didn't even finish it.
But that's I mean, it isn't a very good film, but that if you were doing a Tomb Raider, that is the one you should model it on. I mean, she's Indiana Jones, but she's a very, very different Indiana Jones.
Well, we've
Yeah,
got
she's
we've
hot.
we've got quality on the way with what's her face? Sophie
Waller-Bridge.
No, she's writing it. Sophie, the one out
The
of
ginger-haired girl.
Yeah,
yeah.
The Sophie Turner, the horrible Jean Grey.
Something like that.
Yeah, Sophie Turner, the redhead from Game of
Anthea
Thrones.
Turner.
One for the Brits.
Yes, one for the Brits.
I have an entire slideshow on why Angelina Jolie is a terrible person. I made that 2 years ago.
Is she a horrible person?
Oh, she's genuinely a terrible person. I made a slideshow. Yeah, I made a slideshow.
Is it the 27 trans kids she has?
Not quite, no.
It's
not really the sign of good parenting.
There's a
Are
lot
you
of
eating, Vex?
I am eating.
What are you eating, Vex?
I got some crackers and cheese.
Oh, nice.
If you had said vertical bacon sandwich, I would have laughed my ass off.
Sorry, boomerang. Angie, I can't say it. Jolie hated Laura Croft.
Well, she does. She hates it now, but when she was doing it, she loved it. She loved the paycheck, and she loved how everybody was looking at her like a sex symbol. She loved all that stuff. But suddenly, all of a sudden, she doesn't like it anymore.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow.
Yeah. Side feet legend god, whatever you want to call him, wrenched. What cheese?
Mild cheddar.
Is there any point to mild cheddar?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
What is the point of mild cheddar?
I don't like regular cheddar, and I don't like sharp cheddar. I like mild.
Have you ever had
cheddar? Is for when you don't want your toast too strong.
Mature English cheddar?
Don't like it.
Wensleydale.
I'm sorry, I don't like it. It's too strong for me.
There are only two. There are only
girl or
two
something.
answers. There's only two answers when somebody asks you what kind of cheese. Ian just got
Knob
one
cheese.
of them. Wensleydale or Venezuelan beaver cheese.
What?
Knob cheese.
Wensleydale. Is that
Venezuelan
like a
beaver
character at
cheese.
Harry Potter or something?
It's from Monty Python, the cheese shop sketch.
Yeah, Reg, what is the point of vegan cheddar?
What's the point of vegan?
Don't know. Okay, shall we proceed?
Please.
I don't think we'll get onto the Superman stuff.
Good.
Oh.
Ridley Scott.
No, Sir Ridley Scott, come on in. Says he's done enough with the #Alien franchise.
No shit, mate. You destroyed it.
Yeah, done enough damage.
Where it's going now, I think I've done enough. Yes, and I just hope it goes further. Probably not.
Yeah, he's got to do Gladiator 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, Vex, you was a big fan of Romulus. Any thoughts?
Ridley Scott needs to die.
It's not nice thing to say.
I will just say the opinions of the panel don't necessarily reflect the.
Let's just be honest. Until Ridley Scott dies, there won't really be a good Alien film.
Do you know what? Right, Ridley Scott is a good director, but right now, all he's doing is stuff to get a paycheck. His heart is not in it anymore. You can tell. The last Gladiator film was rubbish. The other film that he made before that was rubbish. Do you know what I mean? It's just his heart's not in it. He's just doing it for the paycheck. That's all he's
I wish
doing it
he
for.
I wish he decided to do this when Neil Blomkamp was thinking of releasing a new Alien movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Could have
the
got a decent sequel.
yeah, you know the Michael Bean screen test with the makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, why didn't they do that?
Yep.
Never mind.
I know why they didn't do it. Because we wish it. Simple.
I honestly I don't think. Oh, I think Ian's got to go. Oh no, Melvin's got to go.
Melvin, cheers. I'll speak to you later. Take care, mate.
See you
Bye,
later.
buddy.
Ta-da,
Hi,
mate.
Melvin.
Oh, Melvin.
Doggy
Cheers,
problems.
Melvin.
Take care, mate.
Cheers.
Dogging problems.
Doggy.
I actually don't believe this headline at all because hasn't he said that this in the past? Like
Yeah,
after
did.
Alien 3, I think he said that, and then we got the Prometheus reboot,
Hmm.
and then he
more,
go on.
more importantly, Melvin's gone, so we can enjoy ourselves now.
Hold on. So Megan 2, love you. Megan 2, love you. Love you long time. Says Ian, he doesn't have enough money for his family already. Yes, it's true, right? But the thing is, though, he runs a company as well,
Production
and he
company,
also have he runs a big production, but he also has loads of employees as well. So he needs to keep making.
Keep
stuff.
the
Do you know what I mean?
wheels.
His heart's not in it.
Hi,
His
Melvin.
heart's not. You can tell his heart's
Yeah.
not in it.
Yeah, I don't believe anything any Hollywood person comes out and says. I don't necessarily believe it.
Yeah.
Should always be looked upon with great skepticism.
It is called,
scot free.
courtesy of Drew. Hello,
Yeah,
Drew.
Scott Free.
Scott
Yeah.
through Wrench, by the way.
Free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sequel to
Yeah.
Romulus in production from
Fede
October?
Alvarez.
October this year.
You're not watching. I'm not gonna go and see it. Seriously.
I think if
New
his
one?
brother was around, we'd still be getting some maybe much better movies.
You know what? I will go see that Alien sequel still because I like
Nah,
Alien.
man.
It just you like the idea so much that you'll stick to it regardless. However, given how Romulus kind of shat the bed in the second half, I'm expecting that to happen again. Also, Ridley's totally going to have a hand in this again. So
He
let's see
will.
what weird monster porn he comes up with next.
I'm just tired of
Go on.
Yeah. What?
I'm tired of movies with women with shaved
Easy.
heads made to look ugly. No, with the girl
Ripley
boss
looked-
women with shaved
Ripley
heads.
looked fucking great in Alien 3.
Yeah, but that was a different time. She was the only
Oh,
one.
yes.
Now that's all we get.
The punchable face, Wrenched. Ridley needs to make more Alien films because bit of politics incoming. Rachel Reeves took away his winter fuel payments.
That's true.
Very good, mate. Very good.
And who did she give them to?
He's a very talented director, though. I think.
He's old. He just, he's already past his peak output years, his maximum point of creativity, and more importantly, his time of good judgment.
Martin Scorsese hasn't, though. He's still making really good movies, Martin Scorsese, and he must be,
Yeah.
what was he, pushing 80 or something?
Yeah,
like
because
that,
he's
right?
not cranking one out every year for,
Yeah,
he
I
takes
guess.
he's still doing his craft.
Mm.
We've got somebody. Who's this? Savile. Hello. Who is it?
Who is that?
I don't know. Identify yourself.
He's on mute and he's gone.
Did you just have Jimmy Savile drop into
Yeah,
your
from the dead. Yeah, he's
From
risen
beyond
up-
the grave.
He's risen up from the dead.
You know what? It's one of you in chat said that he was grooming someone on the panel, and that was the calling for him.
Ah, get out your Ouija boards, folks. Time
Okay.
to have some fun.
Question for Vex.
Mm-hmm.
You liked Romulus, yes?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When what was the moment when you thought maybe not?
3 weeks later, like almost exactly 3 weeks later.
What was were you watching it again or
No, it was just
kinda
like
went ka-ching?
there was a conversation I was having with someone, and they had mentioned one scene, and then I thought about that scene, and then I started thinking about the scene after it, and after it, and after it. I'm just like, oh my god, this is not a good movie. I got really disillusioned by the first half, which I still stand. The first half of the movie is pretty solid. It starts off good. It just goes straight downhill as soon as they go down that hallway with all the face huggers. That's the moment where it just jumps the shark completely.
Is that correct, Ian?
Eh? What? No, I look. When I first saw it, because I was hungry for a alien film, I kind of sat there and I kind of enjoyed it, right? But then, just like Vex, when you come out to cinema and 2 days later you start thinking about it, you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Like they get the ship and they fly out of orbit. Nobody saw them. You know, there's no ships in orbit to stop them. You know, and what was that ship hanging in space? You know, the company didn't know it was there. And you know what I mean? And then we start thinking about it, you're like, this film doesn't make any sense. And then I went to see it again and I literally hated it after I came out.
It was an optical illusion. It looked like Alien. They had the production values right, but from the first 10 seconds of the movie, when the Nostromo survived, you knew it was going to be.
Yeah, I was going to say the Nostromo got vaporized. Yeah, stop overthinking it, Ian. It's a film. Stop overthinking it.
Well, this is what I do though, because I'm a filmmaker, and I try to make my stuff not as bad with the very little money that I have. So.
How dare you, Ian? How dare you?
I remember.
We've just got standards. That's all. Jeez.
How dare you expect
low
things to make sense?
No.
Anyway, okay. So Romulus does suck. Then is what we're saying.
It does.
Yeah. Okay. I know who this is. Can you guess what it is yet? Are you coming on then, dickhead? Are you coming on? Yes or no? Waylon Bethifus wrenched $2. Can we put Ridley in a nursing home? He could afford to move in. Yes.
No, well, again, right. I don't like to diss Ridley. He's a really talented director, but it's obvious what he's doing now. I mean, even one of the DOPs said that he comes on set, he's not prepared.
What?
And yeah, like
he
I read
comes on set.
This oh, for God's sakes, Ian.
Sorry,
he gets on set and he doesn't know what he's doing. He gets 9 cameras up to shoot the shit out of it. He would never have done that when he was a lot younger. He'd never have done that when he was, you know, he would have been prepared at a storyboard, you know what I mean? So he said when one of the people that I know was standing in for, what was that film? Not Rome. When he came back, the one with Idris Elba in it, that film, the alien film with that one. He said that he was standing in for one of the actors, and Ridley Scott would come on and he'd go, yeah, okay, so-and-so would stand there and so-and-so stand there, right, you know, get them ready for an hour. And then when the real actors are on there, he'd change his mind. So the camera people and the DLP are like, what the fuck? You know, we have to arrange everything now again because Ridley Scott is making it up as he goes along. Do you know what I mean? So before he was really well organized, and now because he's Ridley Scott and because there's a shitload of money around him, he can afford to do that, right?
Yeah.
I feel he's just lost the taste for it.
Prometheus was massive disappointment.
Mm-hmm. It was, yeah, it was.
We were hoping it was going to be a return to form after all the shitty Alien sequels that we'd had before.
Yep.
God, we couldn't have been more wrong, could we?
Yeah. And also, they try to sell it as something really intelligent that, you know, like you know, normies can't see it because it's so intelligent. And no, it isn't. It's shit.
Or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. He may be a good director, but he's not a good writer, and he is not.
I don't think he wrote it.
It was Damon Lindelof.
Yeah, well, he's talking about that's a worse writer, but I feel like he has far too much input in the properties that he's involved with. Even if he doesn't write them, he has enough pull to ruin them. But with Damon Lindelof, it's already pre-ruined, so you don't have to worry.
Here you go, Manuel wrenched. Just wait till he decides he needs to direct Blade Runner 3.
Blade Runner 2 was shit.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Do you want to carry on? Yes, it was.
I'm here for
that. I'll say yes, it was.
It wasn't.
I'm here for an argument. I've come here for an argument.
No, you haven't.
I've already paid you.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
30 minutes. Okay, let's move on then.
Where's Superman?
That's
Well, we'll do that on Boomerang. Sorry, folks. Bear with me.
Ghostbusters.
Obviously, this was Friday, Sunday. I don't know. Hashtag Ghostbusters was released. I think it was Sunday. 41 years ago today.
Yeah.
There you go.
Isn't there 4 Ghostbusters?
there is
4
one.
candles, 4 lights. There are 4 lights. Don't know.
Yeah, there are 4 Ghostbusters. Yeah.
I remember this poster though. There were only the 3 of them
Yeah.
on the marketing material up to a point.
That's the China poster.
Yeah,
It was gonna,
No,
it
there's
was
no
gonna
Ernie
be
Hudson on it.
yeah, it was going to be Eddie Murphy, wasn't he? But he got offered Beverly Hills Cop, so he decided to do that instead of Ghostbusters. So there you
Yeah.
go.
Good choice, because both of those guys were perfect for what they did.
NPC person. The black guy's not important. Yes. China, yes.
I did like this film. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I thought it was overrated, but that's just me.
Really?
But I can appreciate it better now that I'm older. I just don't think I was at the right age or temperament to watch it. I don't know. Back in the day, don't know.
I think I was 10 when this came out, and I felt like I was watching a grown-up movie because they said shit in it and stuff. And also,
How about
there were some really kind of jump scare moments in it as well, which I wasn't used to as a little kid. So it blew my mind. I loved it.
Bob Smith 9866 Brune overrated. I'm unsub. Well, you may as well if fucker else has. I don't know. It just.
You know what, Brown? I'm going to back you a little bit. It is lightning in a bottle. It works for its time. I do think that kind of the hype around it ever since has made this movie, like the gleam that this movie has, kind of dull a little bit. It does, it just, you had all these right elements come together. The supernatural, the comedy, and then you had oh my God, what's his name? Bill Murray, thank you. You had Bill Murray there too when he was at the height of his career. So it worked for then. I do like some of the jokes still as well, but I think it's a wee bit
Twinkie.
It's a wee bit overrated.
I just don't think it talked to me when I went.
Do you know what? Right, you're absolutely right. But this franchise had legs, but they didn't treat it right at all. You know, the second one wasn't very good at all. The second one could have been 10 times better than the first one. Yeah, the first one is really good because of the Saturday Night Live humor that was running all the way through the film. Plus, right, it was a really good premise. Them getting rid of ghosts and stuff like their pet control. I thought it was a really good. And plus, what made that film was Bill Murray. Man, Bill Murray was on top form on this film. And it is good. Special effects are good. It's a very good premise. It had legs, but they fucked it. They fucked it completely.
For a film of time, it's very good. Yeah, but this should never have ever become. Is Jimmy Savile back?
No, it's Silly Gatwick is back.
Rick Moranis was amazing in this, and everybody was good. It wasn't just Bill Murray and Sigourney Weaver. She delivered some seriously good straight lines.
Yeah, there's some wonderful lines in there, like what is that?
I want you in.
Yeah,
I want you inside me. Go ahead. No, I can't. Sounds like you got at least 2 or 3 people in there.
I can appreciate Ghostbusters more now than when I was. That was what was it? 1984. So I would have been 15-ish.
Good Lord.
Yes, indeed.
It's those silly jokes that made me laugh.
Sci-fi anyway, so.
It's the silly jokes that made me laugh. Do you remember that bit where they walk into the library and Egon has his stethoscope open and he's listening to the desk
Easy
Yeah.
for you to
And
say.
Bill Murray takes that big book and he slams it on the desk and he goes,
Yeah.
"Ooh," and he slams it. That just made me laugh out loud. It was so
One of-
stupid, but it made me
One of
laugh.
my favorite lines in the entire movie was when they're walking
Thank
down the
you.
corridor and we're in the hotel, and you
Yeah.
don't see any ghosts or anything, but you know there's something around, and they've got this. It's the building tension with the sound and the music and everything. And I think it's Dan Aykroyd says, "Listen,
Oh
you
yeah.
smell,
Yeah.
you smell something."
Yeah. I thought that was funny as well. And
Yeah,
nice shooting text made me laugh as well.
Oh,
the bit where
it
says,
plays a little piano key. What are you doing?
Yeah.
They hate that noise.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
It's-
I was
it's
wrong.
fun.
It's a great film, everybody. I love this film. It's amazing.
And that logo is to die for. That logo.
Oh yeah,
is
yeah.
a really
That's
good
that's
logo.
very, 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 very good graphic design.
And they
Yeah.
had one of the best theme tunes ever as well.
Absolutely.
Although it was
Yeah.
stolen from a Huey Lewis song, apparently.
It was.
Busted
Yeah, it
makes
was.
me feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
In fact, I think
it's
this
a good
film is a masterpiece. I love
No,
this film.
I
It's
went
the
to see
best
this
film
film.
ever.
I went to see this film with a real orchestra at I can't remember where I went to see it, but it was like the film was playing and a real orchestra was playing the music. It was
Wow.
really good.
Mr.
Really good.
Brown, are you smelling toast by any chance?
Every morning.
It's just you really did a 180 on this thing.
Oh, here we go. Look, here we go. Here we go. M Duke 84 wrenched World of Sport with his new $2 Australian. I was born 17 days after GB released Old Buggers.
Did you have to figure that out, or is that just something you know?
No, I knew where he was moving.
We never pretended that we're not old buggers. Do you know what I mean? So there you go.
I think this came out the same year as Gremlins, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It
What
was
a
the
great year
80s,
for
wasn't it?
movies, that
I think I preferred Gremlins.
Yeah, I love Gremlins as well. I'm still waiting. One day I'll get my crossover movie.
Well, I definitely prefer Ghostbusters.
Imagine with this film, okay, right? Everything was done practically, apart from the optical effects. I mean, they were talking about it when the Stay Puft Marshmallow was walking down the road, and he
that is
stepped on
good.
it was a water hydrant, and and it bursts, and they were using salt to make it look like water was coming out of it. I mean, they had to think up loads of stuff for this film.
Oh yeah,
effect wise,
the visual effects in this movie were outstanding for the time.
They were, yeah.
Simulex Wrench came out the same week as Gremlins. Damn.
Yeah. Wow.
Weren't the gargoyles actually stop motion, a la Ray Harryhausen?
Yes. Yeah. Again,
you know, you just.
M Duke 84 wrenched World Sport, splashing the cash, $2 Aussie. 1984 movie, which is ironically what we're living in now over here. 1984 movie release schedule is insanely good. Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was.
M Duke. Sorry, I talked over you, mate. What do you say?
I just said sorry. I just said we were so spoiled for entertainment. We didn't really.
We just took it for granted.
Yeah.
M Duke, whereabouts in Australia are you?
And congratulations on your move to
well done, mate.
Down Under.
Yeah, well done, mate.
TPPT, yes, Daryl. I remember that film.
Yeah,
I remember it very well.
With the blackbird.
No,
he flew a blackbird. Flight of the Navigator. Short Circuit
was good. Short Circuit was good.
Oh,
yeah,
a lot of fun.
Oh, Gold Coast, jammy bastard.
I'll never get away with it. That white guy was playing an Indian, wasn't he? In Short Circuit.
That white guy was married to Michelle Pfeiffer.
He was. Yeah.
Vex, do you remember the 80s?
I think I was still an egg in my mother's ovary. 1991, baby. 1991.
What?
Well, part of you was. There was another part of you that was a little bit messier.
Yes.
1991, I had just finished university that year. Damn. Okay. So that's Ghostbusters, everybody. Truly magnificent. One of my favorite films ever.
I thought you said you didn't like it.
You changed. You've convinced me that it's an amazing film. It is fantastic.
You missed him the part where he had a stroke during the stream.
Okay. I don't know what's next. Who saw this?
No.
Original Galactica 1980 turbo cycle after 4 years of restoration by master modeler John Billings and the guys from Universal Heartland, who was the effects house for Universal. Blah, blah. See at the Peterson Automotive Museum exhibit running until June, as it do 5th.
But
We've missed that. Look at that.
Galactus Night 1980 was rubbish. It really was.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
but it still used the same motif as the original. So
Smilex Wrench.
Ships.
Yeah, Galactica 80 was a bag of white. It was.
It was terrible. And had bad special effects when that thing was flying as well. Terrible.
I still remember Wolfman Jack on the radio while the Cylons were coming down in New York City. It was awful.
I would still love one of those to ride around on, though, if it worked properly.
Yeah. Next, please.
Move along.
Well, if it's next, please, it's end of stream.
What about Superman?
What about it?
You said
aren't we going to talk about Superman?
Well, it's 2 hours. We just took too long talking about what do you call it?
Oh my god, we've got time. Let's just go over the Superman stuff.
Can we do it in like 4 minutes?
Just bring it on, Ian. If you talk too much, we're not going to. Just bring the thing on. Let's talk about Superman.
Just let me look at the slides. Just talk about yourselves while I think what we're going to do.
For God's sakes.
No.
Can
we save it for Sunday?
I'm not really sure what else we can say about Superman. Aren't we just...
Hold on.
Wait a moment.
Hold on.
Yeah, go on.
I was roped into this with the promise of discussing Superman.
Oh, they lied, Vex.
Are you going to sue?
Vex, they lied.
I just, you know what? I might start, spreading something about Mr. Brown's channel on social media.
That it's the best channel nobody watches.
No,
apart from these amazing people.
I might say that he brings guests on just to groom them. I might say that he's actually, he's paying bots with all of that super chat money that he has. And you know what? I'll do it with a camera on my boobs so people will watch.
No.
She's got you there.
No. Okay.
Here we go.
Are you happy now?
Yes.
I think it's a 2 hours 30 incoming, folks. Okay. So big trailer dropped today. Who watched? It's the final trailer. This is a poster for the
it's terrible.
I saw it and I didn't dislike it, I have to say.
Really?
They're lying. They're going to be editing that movie 5 minutes before they release it.
Probably.
But I believe it's the final trailer. Yeah, it was better. It was it wasn't horrible. It didn't make me it made me feel more excited to see the movie rather than less.
This is a film. This is the first film in a long time when I've actually watched the trailer and thought, I actually want to go to the cinema to see that.
I'm finally sold on Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. I took a while to get there.
Mm-hmm.
This looks
not
terrible.
sold on Superman. You reckon?
Well, movie posters just suck these days. Anyway,
no, I want to hear what Vex has to say. Go on, Vex.
You know how we had that whole phenomenon where a dude taped a banana to a wall and it sold for like $4 million? That's what this poster kind of reminds me of. It's just someone spilled a paint can on like an actual photo of Superman, and that's it. Like there's nothing that stands out to this. There's nothing defining. What this kind of tells me as someone looking at this poster is that there's not going to be a very clear storyline. There aren't very clear main characters. There aren't clear villains. It's kind of a representation of the fact that this is just going to be all over the place. That's what this tells me.
Bigger folks. Go on.
They bought a pride flag at the dollar store, put it over a photo of Superman, and let the cheap Chinese flag bleed all into the photograph.
Echo Chamberlain ran slow, mate. The CGI is it genuine CGI in the new teaser trailer looks awful, poorly contoured. Really, the lighting looks mismatched and poor depth.
I actually agree. I actually agree with
What?
Echo. Do you know what? Right, there's some really stupid moments in this trailer when he punches that guy and his teeth comes out, and I'm like,
Oh, I hated that.
"What is this? What is this? A cartoon?" And then that bit at the ending with
Oh,
that
shit.
horrible perspective thing when he's flying and it goes around him. I was thinking to myself, "What are these people looking at? What are they looking at?" So I don't know. I'll probably go and see it, but I'm not overwhelmed by the trailer. So there you go.
When he gets his teeth smashed out, I just thought, oh god.
Yeah, it looks like a cartoon, isn't it? It's like you know where this Superman is going. It's going into the humor territory more so than we think.
Yeah, but every poster I've seen for this movie just sucks. But
200 million on the budget for that. More than usual, apparently.
For the posters?
No, for the promotion.
Oh, yeah, okay. So 400 million budget, according to Hollywood Reporter, for the movie, and 200 million in prints and ads. So we're looking at a break even at 1.2 billion.
I don't know. I hope I like it. I probably will think it's okay, but that's the thing. This film can't be just okay. It can't be. It's got to be
amazing,
awesome, isn't it? And it's not going to be. It looks like when I look at this guy, he looks nothing like Superman I know, and his costume still sucks. What can I say?
In say 41 years' time, right? If I'm still alive, will I look back on James Gunn's Superman, and think that was a masterpiece?
No, because you won't even remember it. You'll still be thinking about Christopher Reeve's Superman.
I'll still be thinking about Ghostbusters.
That too.
I don't think anybody will be talking about this movie 10 years from now, but that's...
Here you go. Not Brian. Wrenched. Matt Millar. Shilling hard on Twitter. Damn.
I don't know. The whole playing field has changed when it comes to movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And they're trying their best to try and get everybody to be super excited about Superman, but they failed on each hurdle, haven't they? The costume sucks.
Wank. We've got super chats, if I may. The Little Can, World of Sport, 10 Aussie dollars. Hello, my friend. Finally caught you live, Mr. Brune. Louise Lanes, flying Mr. Terrific spaceship.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. In the new Superman trailer is all I had to see to know I'm going to miss Man of Steel when it's over.
Dang. To be honest, I'll be missing Man of Steel because at least I could watch that movie and have something in the bank for later. So
I fear to ask what in the bank it will be.
Let's just say
it's gonna be.
I can't fantasize about this Superman. Like, you've lost the ladies' demographic completely.
Yeah, you have. And also you've lost the men's demographic on bloody Lois Lane. They dress her like a hobo. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Oh, I think I got it. I'm gonna super chat it.
Shall we do something?
Oh God, what is this?
Crypto themed # Superman merch available at Cinemark theaters. Who the fuck?
Not in England. Not in England.
The fuck?
This is a strange. I'm really off put by the fact that of all the merch that you could capitalize on, because we know that this is going to be multiple characters, multiple villains, and whatnot. You pick a dog. Like, this just screams to me, we want the kids to enjoy this. Like, we think you're all stupid enough to fall for this cutesy shit. You know what'd be really cool is if you had like a Superman bust and you made that the popcorn bucket. That would be cool.
Is the dog bowl one for all those pervs who like to dress up in the leather gear, who look like dogs? Or is it just me? Obviously me.
Just you. Yep. Just
Just
you.
me. Sorry, folks. Killed
That,
that.
that
The
dog
kid-
boil's too shallow, isn't it? All the popcorn's going to just fall out of it as soon as you start
The
to eat
kids
it.
are gonna want one of these.
That's
know,
what I
everybody-
mean. It doesn't tell me anything good about the film yet again. It's like if this is what you took out of it to make into merchandise, and there's so much crypto, there's crypto statues, crypto stuffies. They're pushing all of those instead of actual Superman branded stuff.
Yeah,
Do you know?
the dog is aimed at getting the kids interested in the property again.
Do you know what? Right, everybody keeps going on about how great what's the name? The guy who plays Lex Luthor is in the trailer, but when I listen to what he's saying, I'm thinking to myself, this is just a moustache twirling villain, because villains these days, especially the good ones, they're not so obvious on what they want to do. He's saying things that are obvious, like I want his family dead, or I want this dead, and you know what I mean, I'm gonna kill him, whatever. The best villains are the ones that are subtle, and you can, because they're
Agreed.
subtle, you can see how evil they are. Do you know what I mean?
Hello, say hello. Say
I-
hello.
I
How's your
really like
pussy?
when.
Go on.
Sorry.
Bex, how's your pussy?
He's so cute. He's so full of soft. Nobody's hungry. He's bugging me for food. You want your food, huh?
Bex's pussy is hungry, everybody. You heard it here.
I liked it when Lex grabbed the gun, walked into the room, and says, "Bitches leave."
Yep.
Here you go, folks. Not Brian Wrenched. Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor makes me want to puke.
It looks like they're
Really?
going down the cartoon land with Lex Luthor. Do you know what I mean? In the comics, right, the good ones, not the ones that were taken over by the blue-haired people. Lex Luthor was a force to reckon with, and especially when he became a politician. He worked things that it'd be bad for the whole of Metropolis and for the world and for Superman. So I was expecting that kind of Lex Luthor, but we're going to get a comic version, I guess.
Okay. Shall we move on?
We are not going to be rocking the masculine Superman.
Okay.
Like I hoped.
Do you remember the Galactus popcorn bucket that I showed you on Sunday?
Yeah, the $80 one. Yeah,
That is the most expensive popcorn bucket produced. $80.
Who's gonna pay $80 for a piece? Is it metal? Is it at least metal?
No.
Don't know. It'll be plastic.
That's
don't care.
ridiculous. Oh my, that's ridiculous. Come
We
on
don't
now.
care.
it's not metal, by the way. It's plastic.
Produced in China, probably costs about what, $8?
No, it probably costs like 10 cents.
Yeah, no, she's right.
Okay.
10, maybe
I
5 cents.
stand corrected then. Okay.
And
That's
it
right.
was produced while John Cena was on his knees groveling, apologizing to all the Chinese people.
Oh, that bombshell.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
shout-
Hashtag
Shite.
Superman. Early access screenings have become Fandango's best first day ticket pre-seller of 2025.
overtaking
that.
Fantastic Four.
Four.
Hey.
Yay!
I could see that. Yeah. This is kind of the big one for the year, right? Superman. So I
I
can
think
see,
so.
I can
Yeah.
see that this would be a big seller for pre-sale tickets.
I do hope that it's a good film and it makes a lot of money, but it doesn't look likely.
It's kind of shot itself in the foot being between two big hitters. That's because it goes Jurassic World,
Which
then
will do a lot of
Superman,
money. Yeah.
then Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah. Too much
I don't-
rainbow shit going on for me. But that's
I
just
wouldn't
me.
be too worried about Fantastic Four, but
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's still an overlap in audience, right? These are still superheroes.
oh
and
yeah, yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's kind of, if there is any momentum that it will keep, I think it'll probably take a hit because of Fantastic Four.
Which is not going to be fantastic.
Nope.
Nope.
Actually, hold on. Thunderbolts didn't do well. Captain America didn't do well. Actually, you know what? Maybe this will be fine even with Fantastic Four coming out.
Captain America was dog shit, but I was entertained.
Well, it's not. I'm not even saying about the quality of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking we've had 2 Marvel movies already this year. One of them
Yeah.
actually had very good word of mouth, but no one went to go see
Yeah,
it.
it still flopped.
So if Superman is coming out before, I don't think Fantastic Four will really do a dent because that's also one of those properties that isn't as popular with people or as well known with people. And you've got a cast as well of actors that nobody really knows aside from Pedro Pascal. And I don't think we've seen the evidence that he can sell a movie yet.
No, we've seen plenty of evidence to the contrary.
Well, he does a lot more TV shows, right? So that's why he's basically their leading man, but there's no evidence to show that he can sell seats.
John Z, is it John Z? Wrenched, my friend. I don't want to be Johnny Downer. There's no way I would invest my money to go see this because I will not have a good time at the theater.
Yeah, I won't be seeing this or Fantastic. I just don't care. I know Jurassic World is going to be terrible, but I like dinosaurs, so I'll go see it in IMAX anyway.
The kids like dinosaurs, don't they?
Yeah. So I just, but I have no interest in any of these movies anymore. The only superhero movie that could come out that I might have interest in is Blade. And given how that's been jerked around,
that's never going to come out.
Exactly. And when it does, it's going to be shit.
I would say if you're going to write a review of this on your channel, probably go see it.
I don't care. I really I cannot emphasize how little I care about Superman or Fantastic Four.
It's Superman though. Everybody should care.
I don't
Ian?
care.
Yeah, Ian.
What?
See,
I don't care. I don't care. Listen, right? I'll probably go and see this film because Superman I like.
Yeah.
But I know I'm going to be disappointed with this film.
Yeah.
It looks goofy. The film looks goofy. That
Too
shot where he
goofy.
punches the guy in the face and his
No.
teeth comes out in slow
No.
motion. That's just like a cartoon.
They,
How could they not see this as stupid?
Oh, the laser vision thing as well. You know, when there's a million. Yeah.
They have beaten the goodwill out of the audience.
Okay, we'll do one more slide and then we'll get out of Dodge. James Gunn says he's developing an, in some way, inverted commas, Superman sequel, but it is a straight up Superman sequel? Question mark. I would not say necessarily.
That's a meaningless statement.
This isn't news, Brown. Did you put the Wonder Woman thing in here at all?
Okay, we've got one more slide after this.
Okay. This is pointless. This is a nothing.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on then. Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
James Gunn has revealed that a new Wonder Woman movie is in the works. It's being written right now.
Yeah, all of this will disappear if Superman flops big time, though. All of it.
So,
and you know what, right? If they have Wonder Woman come back, she'll probably be in a onesie.
And right now, they're
Hollywood.
looking for a black lesbian space witch to cast as Wonder Woman.
I'm in.
Vex, sorry, Vex. Go on.
Oh, no. You're good. I thought I had so in that article, first of all, I didn't realize that he had so many dates lined up for there's 4 other DCU films that he's got lined up or shows. So I think after
Peacekeeper in August.
And we got
Lanterns.
Yeah, hold on.
Maybe he should have been focusing on making one good Superman movie.
That's why the Green Lantern is in Superman to set the TV series up.
Who cares?
Hold on, where is it?
If they don't get someone hot as hell to play Wonder Woman, then they're on a hiding to nowhere. That's all I can say.
You know they're not.
Here you go. Bye now, Rad Wrenched. Hello, my friend. Mr. Brute. That's me. James Gunn just wants to be the only ones directing Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman.
Supergirl's in there as well.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
And I am not. No, wrong. Bad casting for that. They could do Ana de Armas for Wonder Woman. I could actually.
Are
buy
you
that.
shitting me right now, bro? Are you shitting me? Seriously?
At this stage, I think we'd all take Anna de Anus as at this stage. Yes.
She's got no tits, bro.
I always thought Alexander Daddario would be a perfect Wonder Woman.
She would, but now she's gonna be too old by the time that this goes into filming.
yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
You need someone who's gonna be able to do 10 films. It should be an unknown, and she should have really big tits. Really big
That's
tits.
true. That's true.
You have any younger friends, Vex?
No, I don't hang out with women. They disgust me.
Here you go. Put your face wrenched. Ziegler or yes, I think Ziegler.
Do you know what? Right, Vex is absolutely right. All these films should have unknown actors. They should have got an unknown actor to play Superman. They should get an unknown actor to play Wonder Woman and the Green Lantern fella. Every Green Lantern. They should all be unknown, so we know them as those characters.
That's precisely why they cast Christopher Reeve. That's why Richard Donner. They specifically.
There you go, Stephen John. I think we should send this to Hollywood. Unknown, 5'10", big tits, simple.
She doesn't have to be simple. She could be intelligent. The rest of it, though, yeah.
She has to have a pretty face as well, you know.
They that's why they did a good job putting David Cornsweet as Superman, because he is relatively unknown. Nobody really he was in Twisters last year. That's really his only big role outside.
The only problem I've got, he hasn't got the classic V taper. He hasn't worked out enough to get that.
You know what?
Carrier look.
You know what? I think I pointed this out the last time I was on this channel, or I don't know, because I've said this so many times at this point. David Cornsweet looks really fucking good outside of this Superman.
Yeah, I saw the picture. Yeah, I agree.
He looks buff. He looks jacked, and whoever did the costume design and the makeup department,
it looks dumpy.
Completely emasculated him.
Yeah, the costume makes him.
Yeah, the problem is not that he didn't work out enough or get the physique. It's that whatever James Gunn's vision is too frumpy and corny and cartoony for what anyone wants to see on screen.
There you go. I think we'll leave it at that point. On that bombshell. Shall we leave it?
Sure.
Vex killed everybody.
You're welcome.
We should find out who Leonardo DiCaprio is grooming.
Banging at the moment, and the cast her as that
Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Too thin. They're always too thin, and they don't have enough in the boob department usually.
CGI boobs.
They can work with that.
I like for Gal Gadot, fucking terrible actress, but she looked pretty good as Wonder Woman.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Just wish she could act.
Color.
Right.
First Wonder Woman film was really good.
It wasn't really good, but it was okay. It was fun.
It was 2/3 good.
Color. No. Anyway, that is it, folks. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for turning up. Relatively last moments-ish. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interaction, the supers, and steady numbers this evening. So, chat, thank you very, very much. We will see you next time. Let me get the guests up.
Wait, Melvin's in the chat. I thought he had to leave.
I will thank Melvin. He had to go. We had a great time after he left, didn't we? I will thank the guests. Mega Geek. Cheers, Ian.
No worries.
The wonderful Vex Electronica. Cheers, Vex.
Cheers. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure, and chat, you are truly wonderful.
The pleasure was ours, Vex. Istaphobas. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you, chat.
And check his channel out, everybody, if I can speak. Star Wars Retold is doing some stories, audiobooks. Swappers, we're going to throw your link in the thing, mate. Star Wars Swappers Retold.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brown. Thanks to everybody. Thanks for the chat. Thanks to the panel. Lovely to speak to you all. See you next week.
Throw your link in the doodah, mate, quickly.
In the doodah.
that is it. I
Tippity
think,
and the doodahs.
yeah.
zippity and yay.
Melvin, Brian, myself will be modding Open Bar tomorrow. I think that's it, folks. Trev's on Friday, probably. Don't know. You have to check that out. We're back at the weekend. So take care, everybody.
I thought we were going to
Okay.
go to 2.5 hours. We have 11 minutes that we could kill if we wanted to.
No, I'm ending it.
All
I'm
right.
ending it.
All right.
Could I make it? I'm ending it.
All right.
Unless if you could think, come on, you got 20 seconds to come up with anything better, or I'm out of here.
What would Sydney Sweeney look like with dark hair?
True. We could do that. Wasn't there a whole like sexy cartoon character slideshow that someone once had several months ago?
We had we was gonna have the top 10 best looking women until
I'm still working on that.
Ian didn't do anything about it. Yeah.
Oh man, left all of us blue
I
balls.
think we're here for another 10 minutes, folks. Fuck's sake.
No, you can end it now.
No. Oh, it's really
Superman.
gonna fuck with my OCD if we.
That
Do you
was
know?
the goal.
Do you know in the trailer, right?
Fuck
The
me.
building falls. So Superman stops the building falling on a
Fuck
car,
me.
right? In the trailer. Okay. But wouldn't
Melvin,
that
you can come
building
back on if you want.
just crumble? I'm
Crumble?
confused. I'm
Rhubarb
confused.
crumble? Is that crumble?
I'm totally confused over the trailer. Never mind.
I haven't watched this new Superman trailer yet. We could watch the new Superman trailer.
Not on this, you can't. My computer would blow up if we did that. I don't think there's anything else. Is there any more?
Nope.
There's that. Do you want to do that? No. Sopranos. Nobody's watched it.
I watched it years ago, but I need to rewatch this.
Frank Grillo. Happy birthday, mate. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wonder
that's it.
Woman.
We could do some slides from Sunday again.
Did you discuss the new Predator movie? Has anyone watched the new Predator movie?
You mean the show?
No, the new
Is
movie.
that the one with Jimmy Savile and Rolf Harris in the lead?
Not quite. Jimmy Savile does make an appearance as the first Predator. No, Predator Killer of Killers. Did anyone else watch it?
No.
We checked out Predator long ago. By an hour ad.
The trailer really put me off watching that, so I didn't bother. But I just don't think that Predator should ever be in a cartoon. It should be visceral live action.
By an hour ad wrenched. James Gunn love himself. He does.
Does love himself, yeah.
Here you go. MGK4 wrenched. Wooler Sports. $2 Gold Coast dollars. This super is to continue to delay the stream. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, you know what? I know how we can fill the time. Ian, why don't you tell me what you liked so much about Ballerina?
You're pushing me around. Yeah, you want to fight.
Fighting coming.
Oh dear. I don't know.
Go on.
I just thought it was a lot of fun. That's all. I obviously it's not as good as John Wick. It's John Wick light, right? And it's a very paper thin story. And it would I just thought it was. I wasn't bored when I was watching it. I just thought it was a lot of fun. Obviously, they said you have to fight like a woman or a girl, and then halfway through the movie, she's fighting like John Wick, and that kind of undoes what they're trying to do in the film.
Donnie.
But I was told it was reshot and reshot and reshot. So it's a bit of a mess. But I didn't find it offensive. I wasn't bored. I enjoyed the fight.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
That's about it, really.
Anna de Armas is good eye candy. Really.
Wow, she was okay.
They
never tossed her well.
Should have been hotter, but there you go.
She should have dressed like she did on the press tour and on some of the posters. Yeah.
Vex, did you not like it then?
No, I really didn't like it.
Excuse me. For what reasons?
There's a good idea buried in here. I'm not opposed to seeing the John Wick universe expand. I think the Continental proves that you could expand this universe, still do the idea and do the characters justice. This
Did
just
you
makes
like
no
the
sense.
You liked the Continental, didn't you?
I really liked the
Yeah, I thought
Continental.
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
think
that a
the
flop,
third
though?
episode was. Pardon?
Wasn't that a flop, the Continental?
Apparently so.
It was a
Yeah.
flop. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
flop, unfortunately.
I liked the
Um,
first episode, but I thought the other two were garbage. So
The third
Oh, dear.
episode is where it fell apart because they didn't have the production value for the fight scenes. So when you think about it in what the expectation is for the John Wick films, it kind of falls apart there. But I loved everything else it did. But like, why would like you didn't need to include her with the Ruscaroma? She could have had her own kind of separate like. And I'm sorry, Ana de Armas is a fucking terrible actress. Okay, her fucking Cuban accent kept coming through like every other line that she spoke. You could have either
Really?
chosen a different actress or make a more believable backstory to her. Maybe she comes from from Cuba. Maybe she was in Spain. There's a Spain Continental. You could do some shit like that. Putting John Wick in there was really dumb because where this takes place in that timeline, he first of all would not be taking contracts from the Ruscaroma, and second of all, he was like deep undercover in the shadows in the 6 months between chapter 3 and chapter 4. So for him to
Get
just
you.
suddenly be taking contracts doesn't make any sense. The action was so fucking stupid. There were 2 separate instances where she set off grenades right next to her head. No ringing, no blowback, not even a little wisp of smoke on her face. There was another instance where she's like running from like a guy with a cleaver, and he like hits her in the back with the cleaver, and she jumps forward like she's been stabbed. And then you come to see that, oh, he just cut open her jacket. That's it. No blood, nothing. She's basically infallible. She has no weakness whatsoever. And it's strange because the like I could buy it if that's the angle you're going from the get-go, but the film tries to ground itself in reality. They show her struggling to grasp the lifestyle, struggling to find her momentum kind of as a fighter and a killer until her mentor says fight like a girl, and then she just kind of throws things at people and kicks people in the nuts the rest of the movie.
But other than that, you enjoyed it, yes?
No.
Go ahead.
Look, Vex is right. Okay, the movie, it's not good, and it has a lot of problems, as Vex has pointed out. But as an entertainment piece and just as a popcorn flick, I enjoyed it. You know,
Yeah, same here.
it was dumb as fuck, but it was fun. I thought it was fun. But you're absolutely right, Vex. The film doesn't work because of all those things you mentioned, and don't think that I didn't see any of that when I was watching it. I did. I saw all of it.
You can
So,
still
and
enjoy it,
even to the point, you know, what you mentioned about John Wick. Because when I was watching, I was thinking, wait a sec, how comes they're hiring? Because at that moment in time, he got that thing on his back where he went back to them to do a deal. Then he had to go elsewhere to
That was
do
a
this
reshoot,
or whatever.
apparently.
So where did he find the time to actually go there? But I just ignored it because it was
There's
just
a
people
reshoot
kicking
like that,
ass. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're absolutely right.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, it's disappointing because like there is an idea in there that could work. It's just they shouldn't have gotten the fucking idiot that helped write John Wick's chapter 3 and 4, because those are the weakest and dumbest of the franchise. And that guy also, by the way, wrote Rebel Moon parts 1 and 2. They shouldn't have gotten that guy as a writer. Len Wiseman as the director. It was not a good choice whatsoever, because all of like the great thing about John Wick's action scenes, even he did, but like even in
4 was it?
One of the later ones,
yeah.
Like one of the good things about the John Wick movies, even in 3 and 4, where it's a lot weaker, is that the action is choreographed and shot in such a way that it is always pushing an envelope, and as a viewer, therefore, you're constantly excited about what you're gonna see on screen. You know you're going to see action. You don't know how he's going to present it. But because Len Wiseman, he's got that, it's just like, he basically set his standard with action with Underworld and has kind of been doing the same thing ever since.
Total Recall as well, the remake.
Right. Oh, that was a terrible movie. But the action
bit in the-
scenes just seem to sorry, I'll just finish this point and then
Yeah, go on.
you go.
Yeah.
But the action scenes just seem to drag on and on and on, and they all looked exactly the same. So I actually felt bored, even though I was being bombarded with action.
You know, the beginning sequence, you're right. It felt like what's the director's name again?
Len Wiseman.
Yeah, it felt like a Len Wiseman film, the bit in the beginning with the father. It didn't have the tone or the speed of the John Wick film. The reason why it's such a mess is because after the film had finished, what's his name? Charles Soskowski, whatever his name is,
Chad
saw the film.
Stahelski or whatever.
Yeah, him. He saw the film and he was disappointed with it. So they ended up reshooting stuff. And I think he's responsible for little bits in there. You know, a lot of the action boosts itself up. I think he's responsible for the plate scene, the fire scene, the hand grenade scene. Do you know what I mean? And Len wasn't. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, who directed that movie? And how much percentage did Les
Wiseman didn't do the reshoots.
They missed a great opportunity to write a new character. They just wrote her like a female John Wick, and that doesn't work. And they had a chance to really do something new and exciting character that used her brains, that used her sexiness, used her smarts. And instead, they just went with somebody who's not going to be. I mean, Keanu Reeves is the strength of the franchise, so you're not going to be able to. It's just like Furiosa. You're not going to be able to copy it without him.
The best spin-off of John Wick, right, is Nobody, because Nobody, right, is in the same world as John Wick, but nobody's not like John Wick.
Right, they made him a different kind of character.
Exactly. So that's what they should have done with her instead of.
That's what I just said.
Right? Yeah. I know. I'm just saying. I'm backing up.
He's repeating for the slow kids at the back.
Yeah, I'm backing up what you're saying. Seriously,
we are the slow kids in the back.
We are.
To add on to what you guys are saying, because this film is titled Ballerina. When the film opens, she's got the little ballerina trinket. The first time we see her as an adult, she's training on the stage as a ballerina. I was just equally disappointed that, like, because ballet dancing, it takes a lot of fortitude, it takes a lot of mental, a lot of physical strength. So I was expecting that, given those ideas, this will kind of play into her fighting style a little bit.
Yeah, and we got nothing of that.
Just fight like a girl. Oh, okay, I'll just kick everyone in the nuts and throw hammers at everyone.
Yeah,
for the rest
ballet
of the film.
dancers are amazing athletes. She could have done shit that the guys just couldn't do. They should have made her fight more like they did Black Widow, or who was the Japanese woman in the last John Wick movie?
Oh yeah, I know.
The daughter. She was all about speed and agility and sliding through the guy's legs, so they just couldn't catch her to hit her. But Eve was just tanking punches that would have knocked huge dudes out, and it wasn't believable.
Again, here's the thing. And I could go with suspend your belief if the film didn't try to ground itself so hard in the first 30 and 40 minutes.
Yeah. They just said fight like a girl, and then she spends the rest of the movie not fighting like a girl.
And on top of this, you've completely undermined the franchise's main character, because it opens up and she hasn't killed anyone yet in those first 30, 40 minutes. Then we jump to 2 months later, and suddenly she's able to clear rooms and rack up a body count akin to John Wick's, which he accumulated over 20, 30 years in this business. And she's also got the same kind of repertoire with similar connections as he did 2 months into this. Like it would be so easy to make this her own character. Like, it wouldn't be hard at all. I don't know why they felt the need to just pull the rug under us halfway and then just make it to make her into John Wick.
Well, that's the thing, you see. I think the first director, the way the film ended and the way the film was, it was a lot more slower pace and had a few bit action scenes in it, and maybe that's exactly what it was. But then when the main guy looked at it and went, wait, it's got not enough action in it, and that's when it went ballistic, where they made her look like John Wick. So I don't know. Who knows? But you're absolutely right on all points, Bex. I'm not going to argue with you. Same thing at Istaphobas, he's right as well. But they should have done a Nobody with this film and make it completely different, but still in the world of John Wick. That's what they should have done.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I could write a better ballad. This is supposed to become a trilogy, by the way, because back in 2023, they already had plans to make like Anna de Armas have her own kind of trilogy spinoff. But holy shit, like just give me the Ballerina script. I'll give you a believable female. She'll actually show her fucking tits for once. How are you going to have Anna de Armas in the film and not show off any of her body? You know?
Think that's we said this on Sunday. I think that's the problem because they didn't want to upset the fucking blue-haired whales.
They're not the ideal like viewer. They're not the audience for this.
No, they don't buy tickets for. They're not anybody's audience. They don't buy stuff.
Like your audience is predominantly dudes. This is a spinoff of a male franchise. The only women that went to go see John Wick was because they had crushes on Keanu Reeves and he looks really good in all 4 movies. If your audience is male, why are you going to cover up a very attractive woman, a woman that men will actually pay to go see on screen?
Yeah. Also, right, what was interesting is that they got that guy from Walking Dead, and I swear that guy got killed. He got killed, right? And then at the ending, he's alive. He's alive at the ending. I'm like, what is this crap?
There might be a team up if they do the.
It's like it was just, look, they're not going to do the second because this film flopped big time. So it was all a waste of money and a waste of time. But they didn't make her look attractive at all. They keep pulling her hair back. Hair makes the face. Everybody knows that. And they didn't give her anything sexy to wear. She looked 10 times sexier in that crappy Bond film than she looked in the whole of this movie. You know?
You remember how like the John Wick universe has those like those women in the pink outfits and they send the papers. They get the calls and all those women in all 4 movies looked pretty sexy because they had that kind of pinup, biker kind of
the Betty Boop kind of
right. And they weren't trying to cover up too much because you still got plenty of cleavage. They were showing a lot of skin. I don't understand why that is okay, but they couldn't bring that even slight aesthetic here with Anna de Armas.
Okay, we've got some super chats I nearly missed. Sorry, folks. Istaphobas, wrenched, one spot, $2. Soy per man or James Gunn's Soy per man. Where's James Gunn's Soy per man, isn't it? Obviously.
James Gunn's Soy per man,
yeah. I think that's what we're gonna get. A very sensitive. He might even cry, but he won't be the masculine Superman that we need.
Waylon Pathifus wrenched $2. I don't think we did this one. Australia, US just got. Australia us just hot. Canada changed my mind.
It is. It's under the Commonwealth, similar very kind of policies, though. At least you got sons. You don't want to off yourself for 8 months of the year.
And you don't have a bunch of French-speaking people that.
Look who's turned up, everybody! I knew she was a secret watcher of the channel. Look who's here, everybody!
Anna de Anus.
Way.
Hello, Anna. Actually, she kind of does look like she's got an anus for lips in that photo.
She is a woman of very few words.
It's good because she's got too thick of an accent when she opens her mouth, so I'm okay with that.
Okay. She's fucked off anyway. Okay. Is that it then? Have we done? Have we done?
Yes, we have. We have.
Yeah, it's almost 8:00. So
okay. Ballerina, is it a bad movie?
Yes.
Or is it just not a very good movie?
It's not a very good movie, it's my opinion.
But you can still enjoy a not very good movie.
Yeah, it's John Wick light. If you like the John Wick movies, you'll enjoy it fine. If you don't, you'll be like,
into action movies. If you're into action movies, then I'd recommend it.
Yeah,
just put your brain in the foyer and watch the movie.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it for all its faults. Okay.
Instead of the beekeeper, it's the aunt beekeeper.
You go, Jim D. Wrenched. Hello, Jim. Fun movie, lightweight, but fun. Yeah, I give that.
MJ UK, congratulations on escaping Canada. Any day now, I'm hoping to do the same.
Oh, you've been trying to get out of there for ages, haven't you?
Coming up 4 years real soon.
That long? Christ.
That long, yeah.
I think I'm back there in September.
Okay, so
how did your meetup go, Vex, with Ian?
Oh, it never happens. We've rescheduled for September.
Oh, nice.
But on that note, if anyone has connections to a governor, hit me up because they might be able to finally help me push my visa into the green.
Oh, I know Senator Ted Cruz watches this channel. So, Ted, sort Vex out for us, will you, please? Okay. I think that's it, folks. I think that's it.
That's it.
It is. StreamYards has done some new stuff, which I'm not liking. Okay. Oh,
we've gone back in time now.
We've gone back in time, everybody. This is Brown Boomerang. Oh, my God. Hey, that is it, folks. A little bit extra time. That is it. Chat, you are wonderful. You know that anyway. So cheers for the interaction, the supers, and all that malarkey. We'll see you next time, chats. I'll quickly thank the guests again. Ian, thank you.
No worries.
Swappers, thank you.
No worries.
Istaphobas, thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Melvin, deeply shocking. Thank you. And
fuck off, I'm Scottish.
The brilliant, she is as well. Vex Electronica.
Cheers. Thank you again for having me.
That's it, everybody. That's your lot. Take care, everybody. See you at the weekend.